Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Morning Kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. I am your host, Tony, aka Low Tone Tony. All right. Carolina is not replacing one tackle, it is trying to protect both edges of Bryce Young's pocket without Ekwonu and Taylor Moton. The real question this morning is simple. Can Brad Idzik keep the full offense open with Rasheed Walker and Monroe Freeling at tackle, or does the protection plan have to change? All right. So, Poppin, what's going on, my brother?
Good morning, you old
Good
sports
morning.
talk.
Good morning.
Good morning, America. Well,
Yeah, I'm coming to you first. So, what is the first protection adjustment you make? And chat, y'all give me one word. You say personnel, scheme, or both. All right. Let me know in the chat. Is it personnel, scheme, or both? Pop in. What's your first? What's the first protection adjustment you make?
mm, are we talking about with just the left and right tackles?
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Well, I
I
mean, you
don't.
can you can you can equate it. As a whole. You can equate it as a whole. Let's do that.
Well, I think you are. I think we know that those are your starting left or right tackles. But I also think that they're gonna have to emphasize with the scheme that you might have to hold your blocks a little bit longer for Bryce. Um, he's a little smaller in stature. Um, You're gonna have to be able to open up windows for him to open throwing windows for him to see. Um, and sometimes Bryce holds the ball too long. So they're gonna have
That's
to
facts.
put it in their clock in their head, like, okay, usually we would be here 3 seconds. We might have to extend this to 5 because that's what will cause you to, man downfield, flag, stuff like that, because you're taught to think, okay, the ball should be out. Well, it doesn't happen like that a lot with Bryce. Sometimes he just don't let it rip. So those are things that
Right.
which I don't know if they're being that honest with each other. I would hope they are,
Mm-hmm.
because that needs to be talked about to each other. Because everybody has flaws. The game ain't perfect.
Facts.
So with them two guys being the new addition to, well, not the only new additions to the offensive line, that would be something I'll be emphasizing as a coach and as, saying, player to one another. Hey, we're gonna have to hold up a little bit for this guy. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that and that ain't this. So this is what we do here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. Well, let's start with the facts. The Panthers said on August 18th, which was yesterday, that Ekwonu and Taylor Moton will miss regular season time. Rasheed Walker and rookie Monroe Freeling are now the replacement tackles in front of Bryce Young. Robert Hunt and Damien Lewis were back on the field Monday after missing the Buffalo game. That helps Carolina inside. It does not solve both edges. Healthy guards can firm up the pocket, but they cannot take edge reps for tackles. Every adjustment has a cost. Chip help Chip help delays a receiver, keeping the back end removes an outlet. Sliding protection creates another one-on-one matchup somewhere else. So this is not about hiding Walker and Freeling. It is about helping them out, handcuffing. Um, it's about helping them without handcuffing Bryce Young. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, got a little tongue tied. All right. So my first graphic that you see on the screen says about protecting Bryce without the starting tackles. So you see the left edge and the right edge is Rasheed Walker and Monroe Freeling, the two starting guards, Damien Lewis and Robert Hunt, and Luke Fortner as the center. So the center typically is always the lead communicator um, when it comes to calling out protections for the line. So that's why communication is important with Luke Fortin. He sets the protection. Then you have your interior offensive linemen, which are Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt, and they firm the pocket up. They firm the interior of that pocket up. And you got Monroe Freeland and Rasheed Walker. Rasheed gonna protect the blind side. Monroe Freeland protect the right edge. All right. So your protection answers, you can have chips. You can slide the protection, up tempo. When the offense decides to go up tempo, or you can move the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Help Bryce get him out. Off of his spot, and instead of just being stationary in the pocket, you can move the pocket, get him moving a little bit to the left or to the right. All right. So when you look at this, Pop, well, let me do this. I forgot about this part first. So let me pull up the first banner for the day, and that is, can Carolina protect Bryce without its starting tackles? All right, so the facts first. Carolina first offense went 3-and-out on 3 straight possessions in Buffalo, which we all are aware of. Dave Canella said that group will get another opportunity this week. Walker brings prior starting experience. Freeling brings first-round talent. Hunt and Lewis are back inside, like we just mentioned, but the Panthers still have to find out whether their replacement tackles can operate within the normal offense or whether the offense has to protect them on every important down. So a little context. Protection is not just 5 blockers trying to win 5 blocks. It is the center identifying the front, the line setting the slide, the quarterback knowing the answer, and the routes matching the protection. Carolina has several answers: chips, 6-man protection, quick game, play action, tempo, and moving Bryce's launch point. But no answer is free. The more help you attach to the protection, the fewer people you have running routes. So the first question to you, Poppin, is can Carolina keep its full offense with Walker and Freeling at tackle, or must it reshape the protection plan until Ikem and Taylor Moton return? What say you?
I mean, they gonna have to. They ain't got no
You don't have
choice.
to what?
Uh, They have to come out here and do their job. They're gonna have to hold the fort down. I think another thing is that these Rasheed Walker's up for contract. I mean, we paying him $10 million or $20 million.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's $10 million. It might be 20. I might be off. Somebody fact check me on that. But either way, he wants a contract. So it's in his best interest to ball out this year. And, I mean, I'm not really worried about him, honestly, not doing the job. And neither is Freeland. But they're gonna have to give Freeland probably a little bit more help than Rasheed Walker, because it being a rookie, you're gonna, like you said, them chip
Mm-hmm.
blocks. We're gonna have to use some of that. That means Jonathan Brooks, when you in there, put a shoulder in somebody.
Exactly.
Trevor Etienne, put a shoulder. It goes for all the running backs. I like the fact that we brought in another tight end, and actually with Darren Waller coming in saying that, him being here, he actually said that he would do some blocking as well. That's cool. I would like that. So it's gonna take
I,
by committee to help with this O line.
yeah. I hate SC Panther boy. Old
What'd you
Buffalo
say?
Chicken Wild Wing. Call me China's best orange chicken. Go ahead, Poppin. Go ahead,
Yeah, yeah,
finish,
yeah. No, no,
man.
that was it. That was it.
Oh, okay. Um, and I understand what you're saying about giving Freeland some help because he is the rookie on that right side. But like I mentioned earlier, when you give too much protection, that does take away from other things. Like you said, that takes away from possibly a receiver being in the route, you know what I'm saying? Or that running back being in the route, unless you're doing like a chip release. You chip the edge and then you release into the flat,
Right, right,
something
yeah.
like that. I can definitely see that working. Even your slot receiver, if you're doing like a little crack back, a little chip from the inside or on the edge and releasing, or if it's a tight end, you know, I mean, anything is possible. I just hope we don't have to see it every single play. You know what I mean? I think that would be too much. Every now and then, if need be and it calls for it, I could see him I can see you sliding some help his way. Same thing with Rasheed Walker. But now that Damon Lewis and Robert Hunt is back, now is the time where I want to see that continuity be in jail. Now, of course, we are a couple weeks already into training camp, so that's 2 weeks that's already been lost. How quickly can these guys gel together and be in rhythm and be ready for week one to where they can, like, it's not gonna be perfect, but at least limit the mistakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they absolutely. This is a very important time for really the starting group, but also the backups. I mean, they're gonna get some work this week. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but Rasheed Walker, I don't know exactly what gap scheme or what was the assignments that he had in Green Bay. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but he's solid, especially in pass offense. Um, but I think
Rasheed
we
Walker.
Rasheed Walker, yeah. But I think we
Yeah.
really got a serviceable left tackle. I really do.
Yeah, I believe so. Like I said, I know somebody mentioned yesterday was saying, well, he's a veteran, he's been in the NFL. Okay, that's cool, but he ain't never been with the Carolina Panthers. He's never been in this scheme. He's never worked with these offensive line coaches. He never worked with the left guard that's beside him. You know what I'm saying? So all that is like a learning curve. Those are things that he got. Those are things that he will have to get used to again. Being in an with new teammates, being in a new system, hearing a different cadence from the quarterback, all that kind of stuff. The protections, all that stuff is different from when he was in Green Bay. Now there may be some similarities. I really believe that there definitely going to be some similarities, but there's going to be a lot that he hasn't heard yet because he hasn't been in his offense. And again, you got to give those time. You have to give those guys time to properly gel together. All right. They definitely going to have that time to jail. And that's why I'm saying I hope it speeds up the clock and I hope it happens soon because you got this week, then next week, you're probably going to have a week off before the regular season starts. And then from then on, it's like it's no more excuses. It's put up or shut up. You know what I mean? So all this time is very valuable, especially having Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt back in the fold. All right. But let me ask you this question. How much can Hunt and Lewis really stabilize this offensive line, especially from the interior?
They the backbone of this whole line. I don't care what nobody say. We need them.
Right.
Like we need them. Now we seen what happened this past preseason. That should tell everybody enough. You need them boys, and I think
Yeah.
they purposely have been resting them because I think they know that Zabala is butt. Christensen just got back from injury and just cleared to be healthy. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to have these guys ready to go. So I think they've been resting them on purpose. Now, whether they say it or not, that's just my opinion. What Canala said he had a camp back, whatever that means.
Camp.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, yeah. He said, yeah, a
Backiotomy.
camp back.
Yeah,
Back.
all right. Yeah, all right. Cool. Right.
Right.
Man, now that means, man, he was a little sore and he's a veteran. He ain't going out there. He already know his
Yeah.
job. That's all that meant, guys. But
Yeah.
the clock is ticking. We're gonna need your
But
big 50 to come on out there. Damien Lou, he is probably our best O lineman, arguably.
full
No?
stop.
Yeah.
Full stop. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you need D Lou. D
You
Lou is a
definitely
is a
do.
silent beast. He don't say much. He just put his hard head on and go to work.
Yeah. No, you absolutely correct. But you brought up a good point. And I want to ask you about it
Mhm.
because we have talked about it. Um, I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday, and I think it has definitely been brought up since the Buffalo game.
Mhm.
And I'm just knocking on woods ahead of time. But if something were to happen to D. Lou and Robert Hunt again during the regular season, I think we already know we don't feel comfortable with um, Chandler Zavala or Brady Christensen right now since he is just coming back from injury. Do you think that we need to go out or we should go out and look for some veteran depth behind the starters so there won't be such a big drop off? Now, I know bringing guys in, they got to learn the offense and this and that. But when you play in that guard position, it's different than, playing wide receiver, cornerback, or something like that. Like basically protect protect the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? And just play your position. But still, do you think we need some better depth behind our starters?
That's the thing, Tony. We're kind of late in the game. I don't know how good of a player or offensive lineman that you're going to find right now. I mean, you're not dealing with the scrap bin. Koala Zavala is just trash.
Wow.
I mean, he is
Cool.
piss poor, terrible. Uh, and I want him off our team. Um,
Yeah.
we talked about Curham. I'm not sure how versatile he is. Well, you the preacher of the trenches. Does he have any other skill sets outside of where he's played?
Who, Curhan?
Can he move to, center or guard, or I mean, how versatile is he?
Well, he definitely can play guard. I mean, he played some right guard for us last year, and
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought he played pretty well at the guard position. So listen, I definitely like him in there right now, instead of a Chandler Zavala. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like
God.
you can I mean, if you wanted to switch Brady Christensen to the left and put, Jake Curhan at the right guard position, I think something that he's familiar with. I also believe he's also played some left guard as well. You know, yeah, I definitely like Curhan at the guard position. I haven't never really studied up on him, to really take a look at his game. I just haven't. So I can't even I'm not gonna lie to you about his game or anything like that. But I just know that like look, Brady Christensen is serviceable for what you would ask him for. You know what I'm saying? His game is more tailored around wide zone, stretch zone, athletic stuff, getting them out in space, some movement. Um, he's not built for anything that if you want to run some inside zone
Hmm.
or run some duo or power or something like that. That's not his game. His game is more toward the versatile side where he can use his footwork and leverage, more than trying to out muscle a 320 to 30 or 350-pound defensive tackle or nose tackle or something like that. Because he doesn't move the line of scrimmage like that forward. You know, he can hold a point of attack, but when you need some furniture to be moved, he ain't the one you want to call. He is not the one you want to call when it comes to that. But I think that there's some free agents out there. Uh I forgot the guy name on yeah. Here it is right here. Let me see if I can no, I'm not gonna pull it up, but he said John Francella on Twitter, he was like some intriguing remaining NFL free agents. And I was just looking at linebackers and possible offensive linemen. Um not to get off topic too much, but like linebacker Eric Kendricks is out there. Bobby Okereke, guard Kevin Ziegler, Bobby Wagner, linebackers out there, linebacker Matt Milano, guard James Daniels. Who else I saw? Yeah, Will Hernandez, guard, used to play for the Giants. I remember him from I remember him coming out of college from UTEP. Yeah, I mean, so there are some guys that's available right now on the market. Shaq Thompson, of course, is still out there. When you're talking about linebackers, so there are some veterans that can provide um some depth for you, some experience that's definitely better what we have currently. And if like Dave and Dan has always talked about is building the depth behind the starters, bringing competition, developing, creating competition at every position. Well, right now, I don't think there's really no competition at the guard spots behind the starters, and I think that's a big problem.
Yeah, I'm with you when you're right.
All right. All right. There's not much at this point, guys. I think Zavala's got some dirt on somebody in there because there's no reason that man should still be on the roster. Listen, hey, Nizami, I forgot. I think I was telling Will. I can't remember if I was telling, or maybe I was telling you, Pop, and I was like, I'm no, I know I was talking to CJ last night, and I'm like, man, I'm starting to feel about Chandler Zavala the same way I feel about Ian Thomas, dog. Like, you been here 3-4 years, and you have not developed none in those
You
three or
know,
4 years.
you know who I blame, right?
Yeah, I who Scott Fitterer,
Well, he's number one, and then number two is Icky. I like Icky, but I blame
Icky,
you, Icky. Yeah, because you put a
you
word in
blame
for your
Icky.
boy. Yeah. Y'all was in bunk beds in college and shit. Like, man, listen, hey, look, man. You should left his ass where he was at.
Yeah,
And walking syphilis.
yeah, man. Damn.
Koala Savala.
Okay. But yeah, man. So Poppin, can Walker? Do you think Rasheed Walker can give Bryce reliable blindside protection?
So I would say to be determined, but what I like about Walker is that to me, he's an angry blocker. And if whoever's coming at him, if they make a mistake, he makes them pay for it. I don't think he's the most physical, like strong guy. I think he's more of a finesse left tackle. But he has
Mm-hmm.
enough power to do his job. But I think they're definitely going to try to set him up and Freeland with a lot of wide nine, where they're going to have the edge go way out.
Mm.
So anybody with some supreme pass rush moves, they're coming his way. Now the thing about Rasheed Walker is that he came from Green Bay. He's seen a lot of good edge rushers where he's been at. So he should be more
Yes.
acclimated to that type of thing. Monroe Freeling, on the other end, he hasn't seen it yet. And we got to think about some of the defenses that we're going against this year. There's some guys that are going to bring that
Okay.
pressure. I do agree with you that we ain't going to be able to always give Monroe Freeland help. He's going to have to hold it down on his own. And I think he's going to turn out to be a good uh, right tackle if that's where he stays. But Walker, I'm not too concerned with him. I'll be honest. I don't want to sound like I'm, saying giving him a whole lot of praise because I'm not saying he's the best
Right.
left tackle ever, but he does the job. Like he can get it. He can get the job done. The thing is though when Rasheed Walker gets that pursuer out of position, is Bryce going to be able to see it in enough time to execute the play? Because now we're playing backyard football. You know what I'm saying? Like the person's in hot pursuit, kind of like what happened in the preseason game, right? Rasheed Walker took
Mm-hmm.
that man from one side of the field to the other side of it, but he just used the momentum of the guy. He didn't do nothing crazy, and he just finished him.
Y'all,
And
y'all,
that was
y'all
it.
going because I done broke that play down, and I'm trying. really trying not to
I
really
know.
expose
Go ahead.
what was really going
Say some
on,
money from the team,
but
Tony. Go ahead.
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all have it. Like y'all said, he threw the man out the club. Okay, full.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Say
just
some
let
honey
it
from
go
the
right
tree.
there. Yeah, yeah. Ain't too much honey come from the tree.
Well,
Not in that instance. Yeah, it ain't coming. Rashad, what's going on, man?
can you hear me?
Yo,
Yeah, I hear you, Poppy.
what
Rashad, what's going on?
I'm just
what it do?
I'm just copying Rashad. What's
Well,
up,
what's
Rashad?
going on, man? Hey, listen, can
Shit.
um can Walker give Bryce reliable blindside protection?
Um, yeah, I mean, I be real with you. I don't really know much about Rasheed Walker, but yeah, I mean, I know they got him on a 1 year, 10 year contract. Uh, I mean, a 1 year, $10 million contract. Um, I mean, I heard he was a decent, reliable left tackle. I mean, to be real with you, I haven't really looked in too much on Rasheed Walker to really know how
Mm-hmm.
good he is, but I mean, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt right now. But I do expect the team to give him help as far as some running back help and some tight end help when it comes to that left side. But right now, if you want me to answer that question, I give you to be determined. I guess. I mean, I haven't really seen him much, so I really can't say. We'll give you an honest answer and
Okay.
say can if he will give good protection or not, because I really haven't seen.
Okay.
But one
What
thing I
about
will
old?
say is I believe. Uh,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
I
ahead.
thought you was done, but go ahead.
Nah, I was about to say it, but what I do believe is they will give him some help, like some ship blocks from the running backs and the tight ends. I do believe they'll do that as far as both sides to tell you the truth. But as of right now, I'm not. I can't say it with 100% confidence that I believe these two tackles from week one will be ready to go because Monroe is a rookie, and like I said, like I told y'all earlier in the offseason, I would rather have had Monroe start on the left tackle and put Rasheed on the right. But they chose to do it this way. But we shall see.
Right.
We shall see. Go ahead.
Got you. Got you. So, Rashad, how do you feel about Monroe Freeling? Do you feel like how fast does he have to become a dependable protector over on the right side?
Uh, I would say from early on because this is when he really needs to perform right now while Taylor Moton is out. Um, you know, right now, I mean, like I said, man, personally, I would have started him out on that left side. Based off the fact that in this is rookie year. He only had 1 year
Mm-hmm.
of starting left tackle in college. You draft him. He only had 1 year of a full season starting at what was it, Georgia? Yeah, at Georgia, 1 year starting, and then you come in as a rookie, and because of injury, you have to play at your opposite position in your rookie year. I don't too much like that. I prefer to put the veteran on the side that they've never played in before you put a
Mm-hmm.
rookie out there, especially a first round draft pick. But I'm not gonna get on too much, but I'm gonna trust the process and trust the coaches. But like I said, if things ain't looking right, the first few weeks and them tackles is looking bad, I mean, I would switch sides. I would just put my role on the left and then
Yeah.
try Rasheed on the right.
Well, I
But
thought that
you know,
initially at first too, and but I do have to agree with Broski Bear. See, Rashad, you got me agreeing with Broski Bear this morning. And he said Moton is a grizzly tough veteran, but Freeling would be good
Yeah, he
there.
said.
It's great the rookie gets to start at right tackle instead of left tackle, less of a learning curve. And he does make a great point. When
Hmm?
you think about it, like Monroe Freeling, he started his last 18 games at left tackle for Georgia, but he does have some experience playing right tackle. And sometimes, typically, well, I ain't gonna say typically, I have noticed in the past 2 or 3 years that some of these left tackles that get drafted for the left tackle position have started out that first year on the right side. So just take, for instance, Panay Sewell in Detroit. I think he played his first 2 or maybe 3 years. I can't remember exactly how long he's been in the league, but it's not until now that they are finally moving him over to his natural position, which is on the left side. So, I mean, he was highly touted coming out of college. I mean, he was like the number one offensive tackle, hands down. It wasn't even a question. But because of a veteran that they had on the left side, they started him out on the right side. So
Was he established
I
though?
can what you mean?
The left tackle the Lions had when they drafted Sewell. Was he established
I
left
don't
tackle or was it just
no,
one year?
I don't know. I can't remember who. I don't follow them like that. I don't know who their
What
left
is
tackle
Taylor?
was at
I think it was Taylor Decker to be real, which I think it was Taylor
Taylor. Was it Taylor
Decker.
Decker or Taylor Lewan? No,
I don't
Taylor
know.
Lewan was with the Titans. So yeah,
No, I think
probably
it was
was Taylor
I think it
Decker.
was Taylor Decker.
Yeah, probably was Taylor Decker. But I mean, either or. I mean, I originally wanted to see Monroe Freeling and Rasheed Walker battle for that left tackle position, and I think
Yeah.
well, ain't no thing. I know because of the situation with Taylor Moton, he was moved to right tackle, and it just automatically named the starter, which that can be a good thing for him as well. Still throwing him into the fire. You're just not throwing him into the fire on the left side. And Rasheed Walker has never played a right tackle, so let him play the position that he has been good at in the NFL, um, especially at Green Bay. I haven't watched his game, but from all indications, from what people say, that he was a pretty good pass blocker at left tackle in Green Bay. So why would you want to move him to the right tackle and Monroe to the left tackle? So now you got two tackles with inexperience at either positions. I don't think that would have been a good. I don't think that would have been a
I,
good look.
I,
But I get
I
what you're saying
mean,
though.
when you draft a guy number 1 overall, he gets priority, in my opinion. He gets priority
I
over
got you.
the late free agent that you bring in. So I feel like based off the fact that Taylor Moton got injured, I do get what they did. But put it like this: this is what I would have did. I would have still cross trained both of those guys in camp to kind of
Hmm.
see, who looks better at where, instead of just setting in stone. He's gonna be the right, he's
Right.
gonna be the left, and not even playing with it a little bit to kind of see if Rasheed can play at right. Just automatically saying, look,
But
he's the veteran, he's gonna play that right. I'm gonna put him at left, and I'm putting the young rookie that we just drafted that we got high hopes for at right tackle that has played right tackle sparingly in his college career. I mean, I get it because he's a veteran and you want the guy on your blind side that never played right side. I get it, but when you draft
mhm,
somebody number 1, he gets top priority, in my opinion, to start
I
out at
got you.
least.
I feel you. I feel you. What you think, Poppy?
Um, I get what Shaq was saying, but they were getting cross trained. Uh, a lot of the
Yeah,
linemen
in
were in
OTAs. Yeah,
OTAs,
OTAs and yeah.
but when Timo went down, that just threw a whole
But
monkey wrench into.
was Walker though? Was Walker getting cross trained too, or only Freeman? But that,
Well,
but yeah, but
that,
you know,
that's the thing.
there was
You
no
you
need
went
to at that point. But I get it.
you
I
you
get it.
went you went you went you went cross train Walker. You just wouldn't because you brought him in to be a left tackle.
You want cross trainer, man. Like that's a job. That he don't do nothing else but left tackle. I
Yeah,
mean, you already had your right tackle, so your battle
I
was
was saying
gonna
I get
be
it now.
so. But they were already getting
Yeah,
cross trained with the rest of the guys, and there was gonna be a battle for that left side. Um, I think that Freeling, um, that's where they really wanted him at. But unfortunately, that's just not how it played out with the injuries. So, I mean, I think we're
Right.
in a good space either way. You got a good left tackle, and now you possibly could have a great right tackle going into the future. So, yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
too worried.
Huh?
You're gonna have some growing pains. Don't worry. You're gonna have some of them, some of that too. With continuity being very new.
Yeah. Well, on that note, popping. So let's talk about the man in the middle, the center of attention, Luke Fortner. He's another NFL veteran with experience playing with the Jacksonville Jaguars, playing for the New Orleans Saints. Do you believe that Fortner can keep this changing line connected?
Um, yeah, because he has the experience. Most centers are smart. Most centers are very intellectuals. Uh, they usually have very intriguing. They're like the mad scientists of the O line. They're the brain of the O line. I would say it like that.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
I don't like the fact that he's been kind of a washing machine. And what I mean by that, he's been turned over there. He's been turned over there.
Yeah.
He hasn't like landed a solid job. Uh, for whatever case that may be, I don't know. Maybe this team has had way better talent than him. But I've heard a lot of great things about Luke Fortner. Uh, but I think he will be the starter. As y'all see, he was already in the middle of the scuffle that we had last week. So he's already putting his foot
Yeah.
down saying that I'm a leader. And ain't nobody going to touch my quarterback. So that right
Yeah.
there says a lot. But, he could do all that. But if he don't perform, he did it for nothing. Uh, 'Cause you won't be on the field and
Nah, that's
protected from
facts.
anybody else. So
That is
um,
facts.
I was really hoping that Sam Heck was gonna push him a little bit sooner and faster.
Right.
But it looks like Sam Heck is gonna have to take some more time. I don't know if he needs to get stronger,
Hmm.
bigger in that department. It's been kind of
Just some
getting
more experience. He just needs more experience. I mean, this is. I mean, he only been in the NFL for six months. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like and the kind of offense that they ran at Kansas State is not an NFL
totally different.
style
Yeah,
offense. Yeah, he got to get used to this new blocking scheme. Things like that. I don't think there's no rush to throw him out there. That's why I'm glad that they did get a veteran like Luke Fortner in the fold. So you didn't have to put him out there this soon, this early in pressure situations. It's gonna be enough pressures whenever he do make his first start. You know what
right.
I'm saying? But this just let him get his feet wet. Just let him get his feet wet. Let him get comfortable in the offense and stuff like that. It'll come to him. And let's not forget, Fortner has only been signed for 1 year.
Right.
So you use this year to get better, get comfortable, red shirt, be there in case of emergency, case of emergency, break glass, but we don't have to throw him out there on day one.
Yeah, I hope to see him maybe in some red zone situations. Uh, I'm not. One thing about the center position, the bar ain't set that high. It really is. I mean, if y'all go back and look at how many
Right.
centers that we done had, they ain't been that great. So if Lou
Yeah.
Fortner is 10% better than what we've had before, that's an upgrade. So yeah.
Okay. Rashad, how you feel about Luke Fortner? Do you believe he can keep the changing line connected? Do you think he can hold it down?
I mean, I think he can because I mean, like Pop said, I mean, his job is basically to get everybody organized and let on the offensive line and let people know where the blitz is coming from and switch blocks and things like that. And their job is basically just to give help. Basically, like there's not many times you're probably going to see a center go one on one with a D tackle. Not many times you will see them go one on one. Their job is really just to help and catch those extra rushes and things like that. But I think the loss of Cade Mays is gonna hurt a little bit, especially early on, because I think Bryce and Cade Mays had a good thing going on, and he had more size. Even though I'm not a size freak, I don't give a damn if you 300 pounds or you're 330 pounds. If you're talented, you good. You're talented. You know what I mean? But I think I think he can be reliable. You know what I mean? I think he'd be
I,
a reliable guy because centers are not. He's not going to have too much on his table, in my opinion, as far as like you know having to do too much physical you know type of stuff.
huh?
What you about to say, Pop?
I don't know what you mean by that.
I heard you say something.
Yeah, give me a little more.
You mean by what?
He don't have a lot of responsibilities and physical. What do you mean by that?
What? Okay, when I said responsibility, he, I said like his job is to like to help the guards and get everybody in the right protection. Like that's a lot of responsibility, but I'm talking about like as physical, like he got to run block, but as far as like in pass protection, you don't that you're not gonna have your centers going one on one against a tackle or many times. You might get an extra rusher in where you gotta get them against a linebacker or something like that. But most of the time the center and pass blocking is helping their guard. They're not many times you want to see a center out there like, yeah, I want this one on one. I'm gonna get this one on one right here. That's what I mean by that.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can see your point. I can see what you mean. Um, but see that what happens when teams get enough tape on you and they see that one of your weaknesses is one-on-one blocking. And then that following week they deploy, a 5-man front. So now each offensive lineman is in one-on-one situations with the defensive line. Cause that can happen. You know what I'm saying? If you got a
It
defense
just
that
happened.
that yeah, if you got a defense that run like a penny front, what they call a penny front, that's 5 down linemen and one linebacker, that puts your offensive linemen in one-on-one situations. I'm trying to think who does that right now.
Is it Seattle? Let me think. Hold on. No, it ain't
No, not
Seattle.
not
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 Seattle. It's
Seattle. I believe it's the Colts, either the Colts or the Cardinals. They run their base formation out of a penny formation, but that penny formation can dwarf into a 4-2-5 or a 3-4. You know what I'm
uh-huh.
saying? Yeah. So hey, it depends. I get what you're saying though, Rashad, but the center position, yeah, you have to be they are typically the smartest offensive linemen on the line for a reason because they have much more responsibility than
I
anybody on the
Tone,
offensive line.
Tone. I did not say that, Tone. I said physical
Oh, you kind of did.
ability. That's it.
Yeah,
How, how,
you
how,
kind
how,
of.
how, how, I, look, when I said responsibility, as in what you got to do physically, not so mentally.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what?
So I mean, he can get all the he can get all the pass coverage and the rush coverage blocks right and get everybody in position. That's the mental part. But when you got to put your hand on somebody and you got to push them back, or you got to you know you know that one-on-one blocking. That's why a lot of times you see
Mhm.
guys like Mike Jackson when he's on one, he gets beat compared to when he is on because it's a little different. know what I'm saying? But I get what y'all saying, but I mean, at the end of the day,
Right.
I mean, I feel like that's why I've seen a lot of teams this year. They don't really have those high price centers. I've seen a lot of teams. They got undrafted guys starting, but like at their center right now. It's like I'm not saying it's not
Ooh.
important, but I think you can get. I think you can get away without having a really great center. I think you can get away with
Nah, but yeah, no,
that.
but you
That's my
don't
opinion.
want to do that.
Come again?
But you don't want to do that, Rashad. You don't want to rely on an undrafted player
Yeah,
being your starting
yeah. I get
being
that.
your
Yeah,
starting
I get that.
center. And I have to push back on you because there's 32 teams in the NFL, and I promise you, there's probably no more than 5, if that have undrafted free agent starting centers. Yeah, now
Yeah,
they may be on the
yeah,
team,
but yeah.
they may be a backup, but not starters.
I think, yeah, it ain't many. I think probably a few. I think a few in the NFC South do,
Some
I believe. But yeah,
that's the NFC South. Well, Carolina. Well, Luke Fortner was undrafted. The center in Tampa Bay, I can't remember his name, but he wasn't undrafted. The starting center in Atlanta is it Ziegler? Is that his name?
nah,
I
hell
can't
no.
remember his name. I
I don't
can't
think they
remember
got
the
no
starting
good.
center name in Atlanta. But yeah, I don't think there's no starting center in the NFC South that are undrafted. But hey, anybody out there, if you would
I think
check and
maybe some
see.
later picks.
Hold on, Rashad. Hold on. Check and see if anybody out there, what team has an undrafted free agent that's starting center in the NFL right now. As of 2025, uh, who had a starting center that was undrafted free agent? That's a good that's a good question because I would like to know that as well. So and we'll move on until somebody um can answer that. But here's what I want you guys to watch because I don't know if the joint practice is going to be made public or is going to be on TV or anything like that. But especially Friday, this because these are things that I'm going to watch, especially the offensive line. One is, does Rasheed Walker stay square against speed to power rushes from the defensive from the edge rushers? Okay. Does Monroe Freeling keep his inside leverage and recover when the first set is not clean? Because I witnessed a couple times when I went back and looked at the tape, there were like 2 times where he got beat in inside move. I think he overset in his pass protection, but he did recover. So I'm going to be paying attention to that Friday, see if he learned from that. And also Luke Fortner getting the protection pointed correctly. And does Carolina still have enough people in routes to make a defense pay for bringing pressure? You know, because one thing too that I'm going to start paying attention to, because I know like with the West Coast offense, it's a rhythm and timing offense. And I want to know how these routes are developing and is it time to the drop back progression of the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So when you hit your back foot and before you do your first hitch, is your number one option, is he open? Is he looking for the ball? Or you wait for him to turn around at the top of his route, make a move and come back, and look for the ball. Because I don't know if that's I don't know if that's happened consistently enough. So when I see that, it makes me think: is this offense really a timing and rhythm type offense? Is the routes married to the feet of the quarterback, to the drop back? You know what I'm saying? So that's something I'm going to be paying attention to and see how that plays out. And I forgot who mentioned it. I think it was Niznami. Um, where he was talking about the passing game, having more of a quick passing game like we did against Green Bay last year. um quick passing game, out routes, screens, though even though the screens worked horribly in the preseason game against Buffalo. But yeah, I just want to see what the connection is or disconnect when it comes to the wide receivers and the drop back of the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And how whether they're disconnected or connected from that standpoint. All right. But if you appreciate Facts First Football Breakdown, hit the like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Where's my like button? Yeah, there it is. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. All right. Go to youtube.com/ at UO Sports Talk. That's youtube.com/ at UO Sports Talk. And make sure you are here for the Jacksonville follow up, which would be the next topic. We're not doing panic or projection. We're going to follow the evidence. So let me ask the chat a question. What is Carolina's best answer? Is it the chips, the quick game, pocket movement, or trust in the tackles? All right. So give me your answer. And if you can, give me the football reason behind your answer. Tell me what you are willing to sacrifice and what you are not. All right. What is Carolina's best answer? Is it the chips, the quick game, pocket movement, or trust in the tackles? All right. That's what I would like to know. So, and if you are joining us, the guards can strengthen the middle, but they cannot erase the tackles' one-on-one responsibilities. Carolina has to protect Bryce without making the offense predictable. Carolina has to solve protection on offense. Now let's flip the line of scrimmage and see whether its defense can create the same confusion for Jacksonville. All right. So the second one here, let me move the what you call it? Can Carolina exploit Jacksonville's offensive line movement? All right. So to give you the facts first, Jacksonville has been managing offensive line movement in camp. The Jaguars said Walker Little returned to practice. Several linemen have missed time, and rookie guard Emmanuel Pregnon received first team work. So a little about Emmanuel Pregnon, I scouted him coming out of USC when he was looking to transfer, and it looks like he was going to go to Colorado at first, but then he switched to Oregon. Physical specimen, remind me a lot of Trey Smith that used to play for the Cowboys. People were trying to dog him. I think it was a lot more of the USC fans, Southern Cal fans, because he was leaving. But yeah, the guy's well put together, has a nasty streak, so I wouldn't be surprised if he slides into the starting role as a guard, as a rookie for Jacksonville. Jacksonville also said its starters and frontline players may play Friday, but that is not a final participation announcement. Carolina opportunity is real. Changing line combinations can create hesitation and protection calls and blocking exchanges. All right. Pressure only matters if it is disciplined. You can create a free runner with a stunt or extra rusher, but if you lose rush lane integrity, Trevor Lawrence can't escape. If you weaken coverage carelessly, explosive plays become available behind the pressure. The Panthers need pressure that works with the coverage, not pressure that makes the coverage pay for it. So my first question, and this one is going to you, Rashak, so be ready. Should Carolina attack Jacksonville changing offensive line aggressively or prioritize rush discipline so pressure does not create explosive plays? What say you, my guy? Come on, Rashad.
I think they should pressure. I would pressure because I think, like I said, I think last year Evero was a little too, what you would say, conservative. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this year with him letting Horn travel a lot more, and you got to think about it. I think I heard somebody say in Horns, like early in his career, they used him a little bit at slot, and I think that's the year he had those 2 sacks. So I think this year they're gonna they're gonna I think he's gonna be more aggressive this year, and I think they are gonna try to you know attack the quarterback a little bit more, a lot more than they did last year. I don't know how much more, but I believe they will attack the quarterback and getting that backfield.
Okay. All right. What you think, Pop, and what you got?
If, if that
Yeah,
answered your question,
I would have to agree with Rashad. I think the popular word has been ever since we went and got the richest man on the Carolina Panthers. Uh,
You love saying that.
yeah, that is all about pressure. Yeah. So I think they need to make sure that they're putting that on display, practicing it, scheming it, whatever the case may be, because pressure is supposed to uh, get the can allow the quarterback to throw off rhythm. It can apply pressure to get other people sacks. Even though none of
Mm-hmm.
these quarterbacks are going to get hit, you know, they're not. They're not. Nobody's going to get touched. But I think that's why you pay him so much money. Uh, is to have that being applied, and what better place than in practice, right? I mean, that's where you know all the eyes will be on you at. I hope Evero or Cooley, who's ever calling the practice today, is being creative when they're designing these pressures. Uh, because sometimes I feel like it gets a little predictable,
that's what you think calling plays.
boring. I think they'll switch off. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ever will probably do more of it, but I think they'll do because you got to understand that I'm not trying to go down a whole nother tangent, but a rabbit hole. But they are grooming their staff at the same time. I mean, as you see, Brad Idzik,
Mm.
Brad
Yeah,
Idzik is calling plays now. Cooley's been calling the plays in preseason, which is so funny because people were like, "What is Evero doing?" Everyone ain't calling the plays. It's Cooley. Cooley calling the plays in preseason
Well,
yeah.
Evero did
But
call the
but but
plays against Buffalo.
the whole
Yeah,
time.
Dave Canales.
I was just about to say that.
I don't know. I don't know if he said the whole time or not, but I know the question was asked who was calling the plays, and he said Evero called plays.
Oh, okay,
So
okay. I know
yeah,
Cooley called the first game, so I figured he would probably let
he
him keep
called the
calling.
first game against yeah,
So
but
maybe they're doing
Evero
it every other game or something.
right. Okay. You going to say something again, Rashad?
Nah, I said you get it right on the head. I was about to say the same thing. I was about to say, did he
Okay.
say Efro called play last game? Yeah.
Yeah. Tip Drill Will, what's happening, my brother?
Hey, good morning, Tony. Good morning, panel. How's everybody
Sound
doing?
sound like you just got out of bed.
No, man,
Um,
I ain't just get
Yeah.
out of bed.
Sound like he got an omelet in his throat.
I wish it was an omelet. Yeah.
Sound like he in the closet there trying to swallow the omelet whole. Let me find out.
Oh
oh
man,
damn, trying to
it's
get a
been a
little quick
long
breakfast,
week, man.
breakfast.
Up talking at those conferences. You use your voice a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen you doing your yeoman's work yesterday.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
not to slow down the momentum on the conversation. You know, I was listening in. We all talking about the offensive line and everything. So I was
Mhm.
enjoying the conversation. But to your point, what's on the slide here, Tony? Um,
Yeah.
we got to make sure we can win with 4. That's the key to this style of defense that we're playing. That's
That
the
is
key.
true.
That is the key to the style of defense that they have installed. So we'll see.
Yeah. So the debate question, I don't know if you heard that part, is that should Carolina attack Jacksonville changing offensive line aggressively or prioritize rush discipline so pressure does not create explosive plays?
I think that we should limit explosive plays. Um,
Okay.
but with limited explosive plays, we still should be able to get home with 4. Having rushing lanes. Now, taking your shot when the time is necessary is still warranted. So I guess I'm swinging back around. But taking your shot with stunts and different pressure packages, to know
Yeah.
that our objective is to get this quarterback on the ground before he get this ball out, I think is still important as well. So I guess being selective, but the number one job is to not have explosive plays, not have DJ Moore running all loose in the backfield, calling people out for a one-on-one like he doing an Oklahoma drill.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
A few plays that last piece of the game against Buffalo, I seen them be aggressive and sitting there blitz had guys wide open in the running drags and slants wide open in the middle of the field. A couple shots on them blitzes. I did see that. So you gotta be
Okay.
careful with that. Those big plays like that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Will. Will you finish?
Yeah, I was done. I
Okay.
was done, man.
So on the screen here, I do on this graphic, I have them make the line communicate. So number one, like Will just mentioned, was win with 4, the pressure priority. What's the rush plan? Being able to contain and also being able to finish. All right, finish with 4. Number 2 is attack the exchange. So stunts, your mug looks, when you running your simulated pressures, whether it's the double A gap, single A gap, or if you bring in simulated pressure, you can mug the edge. That's typically with the safety that's in the box and your nickel corner on the opposite edge. Seattle does a very, very, very good job of doing that because of the guys who they have in the interior of the defensive line. So they can bring the pressure off the edge instead of directly up the middle. Okay. Number 3, keep rush lanes, set the edge, gap discipline. No matter if you're playing one gap or gap and a half, you know, being able to stay disciplined and stay in your proper gaps. No escapes. Don't give the quarterback an outlet to escape from when you're applying pressure on him or even when you're moving him off his spot. All right. Number 4, the coverage stay intact. Y'all heard me talked about it last week, and we definitely got exposed in the Buffalo game about staying connected on the back end. They also have to make sure they're using the right leverage. I know Mike Jack expressed in the press conference after the game on the 2 or 3 plays that he got beat, he was in the wrong position because he was using the wrong leverage on the wide receiver. Safety help. That's where the communication comes in with someone like Nick Scott at the back end. Are you properly communicating to your 2 starting corners and also the nickel? Trevon Moore, whether you want to say he's playing the star or the joker. Some defenses call it different. Number 5, make them answer. Make the offense show it. Make them change it, and apply pressure and test the response. So that's how. Those are the 5 things. I feel is important to put the offensive line on their heels, apply pressure consistently, and do the thing that you need to do to win the battle. So, Will, I'll let you go first. Out of those 5 things, that I just mentioned, and they're not in any particular order. What would be your top two that you would like to see? I will already say we showed a little bit what can be done with four. So what would be your next two? Will,
Man,
your mic is
hey,
on.
yeah, I was on mute. Sorry. The coverage staying intact because I think we just witnessed what it looked like when the coverage is not intact.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, which was be number 4, and the other one is keeping the rush lanes because we know that we're going to have several quarterbacks on the schedule that have the ability to break contain and move around and make things happen. Like week 2, Tua can break contain. He doesn't do it often, but he can. Right? Week number 1,
Right.
we know week number 1, he can break contain. And when he break contain, they have unique scramble drills in order to get coverage available to him. To people start presenting their jerseys in a way that he can get the ball to them. So that maintaining the rush lanes is going to be important, and I think making that back end stay connected um, to what's going on, I think is vital as well. So those are my two.
Okay. Uh, Poppin, go ahead. You go next. What's your next outside of win with four? What would be your next two?
My next two would hard for me to see it at the what's number 4? Coverage.
Coverage stays intact.
Coverage stays attack. That would definitely be that. And number 5, make them answer. Because
Okay.
if you're making them answer, you're making them uncomfortable. Like, okay, we thought they were doing this, but now they're doing this. That means your defense is thinking. They are all in sync. And the coverage, you got to stay disciplined. We saw some holes last week. Weren't looking too good. Some guys were missing assignments. Can't do that. Can't do that at all. That'll get you killed every time. Every single time.
All right. Okay. Rashad, what you got, Rashad?
I'm gonna say number 3. I'm gonna say keep the rush lanes because I mean I'm confident in number 4, man. I think I know people don't like to hear this, but I still believe it was just the preseason, man. Like
Yes, you got
Mike Jack,
turn your volume up a little bit, Rashad. Turn your volume up.
Get out the bathroom, Rashad.
can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm up. All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Go
like
ahead.
I said, yeah, I'm gonna go with number 3. Got to keep those keep the rush lanes, like Will said, man. We playing JC, Hurts this year. We playing a lot of mobile quarterbacks this year, so we got to keep those lanes intact. We can't let those guys, you know, get outside and find those creases and stuff like that. But as far as number 4, I know they were saying keep intact. I think the secondary is fine. Man. You still got Mike Jack, J.C. Horns, two of the like one of the top duos as far as cornerbacks in the league. You still got those young guys in Ransom. I think this is gonna be a learning year for Wheatley. I don't know if it's gonna be a red shirt or he's gonna be a special teams guy, but I believe he gonna start off probably inactive like at least the first half of the year. We got Ransom. We all know how we feel about Scott. It is what it is, man. But I think the
Mm-hmm.
second year will be fine this year, man. We just gotta keep those lanes, you know, keep those lanes intact. We gotta get those lanes.
Okay. What would be your second one?
So is that the exchange? Is that what it says?
Say what? I can't hear you.
Number two. You can't hear me?
Attack the exchange. So you're talking
What's
about
that? You mean for like
with your stunts, with your mug looks, late movement,
okay,
things
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
okay, yeah. I take number two. Number three and number two. I take number three and number two.
Okay. All right.
If he could do
So
both. You know what I mean?
go ahead, Rashad. What you say?
Nah, that's all I said. Like three and two.
Okay, but it sounded like you said something at the end, dog. So I was just trying to give you opportunity to
Nah,
finish.
oh yeah, yeah. I said if you believe they can do that,
Okay. All right.
keep the
So
lanes and
listen,
also do all that rugged and yeah.
all right. So listen, we've been here a little over an hour now, about an hour and 15 minutes. If you are enjoying the conversation this morning, the debate, the energy, the vibe, that morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion has brought to you this morning, please show love to the show, support the show, scan the QR code that's at the top right corner on your screen. I'll greatly appreciate it. There's also a pinned comment in the YouTube chat is pinned at the top. All right, it takes you to the to my PayPal link. Donate whatever it is, you know, leads you to tells your heart that lays it on your heart to donate. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to do 2 or 3 things at one time. But yeah, just show love to the channel. Also drop the link again in the StreamYard chat as well. So yeah, support the show. I'll greatly appreciate it. It all goes back into the show to make the show even better, that I'm trying to make it 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. All right. And if you do send a PayPal gift, let me know in the comments so I can make sure that I properly shout you out. All right. I will greatly appreciate that. So make sure you send let me know in the chat. All right. So let me ask the first question. Poppin, you can go first on this one. From what you saw from Jaelan Phillips, albeit a small sample size, do you believe he could turn the edge uncertainty into real disruption?
I believe as long as he stays healthy, um, that he could. I don't think that. Um, I don't think he would fail. I just want to know how much will he bring. Uh, I think he'll solidify that job as far as what he's bringing already. But I want more. So I don't. I think we're in good hands as far as can he get the job done? Yes, but are we gonna get what we paid for plus more? That's my only concern when it comes to Jaelan Phillips. Him
Okay.
staying healthy, him giving him doing more.
All right.
Is he the
Hey
new
Rashad,
crackhead?
let me drop you down for a minute. I have somebody that I need to bring up, if you don't mind, sir.
All right.
All right. Appreciate you for coming up, dog.
For sure.
All right. Big Zip, what's going on, man?
Tony, popping. Will, how y'all doing this morning?
Dippity. What's up with you?
Good morning. Good morning, man. Good morning.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk to me, Zip. Do you think Jaelan Phillips can turn the edge uncertainty into real disruption?
Oh, yes, for sure. I mean, I'm not even just going off of that game against the Bills. I mean, I think if you ask me, I think he brought exactly what he put on tape last year. You know what I'm saying, to this team, and
Mm-hmm.
I just look forward to seeing more. But as far as what I believe now, man, I seen one play where literally his rush off the edge, Tony, he didn't break stride. Like they didn't move him off his spot. He didn't break stride. He made one slight move to the outside, got the lineman to go that way, and then boom, kept stride the whole time. Came back into the inside and was at Josh Allen. I'm like, yeah, man. We haven't seen nothing like that in a while over here, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Will. What you got?
So with Phillips, I mean, it was very encouraging what we saw against Buffalo. Very encouraging. And that's without Big Grizzly. So I think we can
Right.
see even more because they'll have to pick their poison. You know, do you double team Grizzly or do you add Chip? Priestley has an opportunity to go off because now you got to send a tight end to Chip and a left tackle, double team Big Grizzly. That means that one-on-one, Priestley, you can win your battle, right? You should be able to win your battle. I really, really like what Phillips brings. And I think that he's going to have a really good season with us. I don't know if it'll be a career year or anything like that, but it'll be far, far more than we ever had last season from the edge rusher position. So I'm excited about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Zip.
No, real quick, I was just gonna say one thing that I see with Evero is when guys come in and they show a strength in a certain area, he kind of gives guys the leeway to kind of do what they want, especially with veterans. I
Yeah.
like the situation that Phillips is in because I feel like not only did he show something against the Bills, but if he continues to put that performance on the field, Evero let him do, pretty much what he want. He gonna set the scheme and tell him go get the quarterback. So with that being the case, I think it's slightly different than what he was dealing with in Philly in terms of the coordinator. Philly's coordinator, I believe, is a little more strict than Evero in terms of, you know, I want you in this spot and you know what I'm saying? Go do your thing. But Evero, man,
Right.
I think Evero will let him. I think Evero will let him do his thing, man. Cut it wide open for him. And with that being the case, we may see a career year from Jaelan Phillips this year. That's not hard for him. It ain't like he's a high sack guy. He's a high pressure guy. But shit, we may see 8 to 10 sacks from Phillips this year.
Okay. That would be nice. That
Mm-hmm.
definitely would be nice.
That would be
That
real
would
nice.
definitely be nice.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Will, go ahead, Zip.
Oh no. I was just agreeing with you, Tony. I was just agreeing.
Oh. Hey, Will, because you brought him up, Big Grizzly. You go first on this one. Do you think we can control the middle with Derek Brown alone? Oh, well, Will dropped off. Zip, what you think? You think we can control the middle with Derek Brown alone?
I think so, man. And I think we've seen him do it before. We've seen double teams on Derek Brown, and he still was manhandling guys, getting tackles. You know what I'm saying? So with Phillips on the outside, and then if Princely can give us what he gave us against the Bills, I mean, like Will said, you got to pick your poison. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what, I
Yeah.
think that's going to benefit Derek Brown because Derek Brown ain't 100% used to having that outside rush. I think he played with what did he play with? Oh boy, 1
Played
year.
with Hassan Reddick and Brian Burns
Yeah,
on
1 season,
opposite
right?
sides. Yeah,
Hmm.
that one season. Yeah.
And ever since then, I feel like he's been missing that pass rush, but it's turned him into a dog. So yeah, I definitely think we can get some pressure up the middle. I mean, I think Derek Brown can handle that middle on his own. He will handle it on his own this year.
Will, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. So do you think Derek Brown can control the middle on his own?
He shouldn't have to, but he can. We still got Bobby. Bobby showed promise.
Right.
Um, don't know how well Lee will be because he's a rookie. Don't want to put too much pressure on him, but we want him to be serviceable. I don't want to put the expectations we put on Lee the same pressure that we put. Like we gave people were calling for Derek Brown to be traded. I don't think people remember that.
I remember. I definitely remember people saying that. I'm about
Right.
to say something else, but yeah, I remember. I definitely remember.
But Derek Brown is arguably top three interior defensive lineman in the league. He can control that interior, and he causes multiple dilemmas for that offensive line. He shouldn't have to do it. He should have the ability to have enough.
You breaking up again, Will.
All right, let me go on. Let me take this off of Bluetooth. I'll come back.
Yeah.
All right.
One
go
thing
ahead,
I wanted
Poppy.
to.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead, Zip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I just want. Well, no, go ahead, Poppy. Go ahead, Poppy.
Yeah, Will kind of stole my thunder. Thank you, Will. Glad the connection messing up. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, I think Derek Brown can, but for how long is the next question. I, at this tier of where he's at in his career, it's not really fair for him to have to hold that whole response on him.
Okay, Poppy. Now you cut in and out.
Okay.
Now you going through a bad area.
Damn it, man.
Hey,
I just wanted to add something real. Well, no, Will, go ahead, Will. Go ahead, Will.
The last thing I was going to say is, I'm hoping that there's enough offensive talent around in the interior defensive line that we don't have to put as much pressure on the rookie to produce. He just has to be serviceable and learn.
Well, I'm glad you
you.
said that, Will, because what I was gonna say was, honestly, I think that with the addition to the pass rush, I think it'll also work wonders for, say, Bobby Brown and Cam Jackson. I think Cam Jackson takes a step this year. I think he's gonna get a little better.
Well, they do have him as the first team nose tackle, and I think with the 3 unofficial depth charts that have come out each week, he has been the first team nose tackle. I don't remember, or I can't recall if he played any against Buffalo. Do you guys remember? Do y'all know if he played any snaps against Buffalo? And do you remember if Pat Jones played any snaps against Buffalo?
I don't remember seeing Pat Jones. I think Princely and Phillips started. I don't remember seeing Pat Jones at all.
Right.
But if I'm not mistaken, I seen Big 99 out there. Seen him out there. And
Okay.
he I wouldn't say he looked terrible, but the one thing I will say is they ran that ball up the middle a lot. I think we were missing Derek Brown down there. You know what I'm saying? With DB down there,
Yeah.
then I think you'll see, you know what I'm saying, an evolution in their game. Because, Derek Brown is demanding double teams damn near every play. So if you can get Bobby Brown and Cam Jackson to understand their role and dominate, get a strong bull rush, strong power rush, man. But with Cam Jackson, I think it's going to be one of those things to where as he gets more playing time throughout the season, I don't think he'll hit the ground running, but I think as he gets more playing time throughout the season, he'll get better and better.
Okay. Poppy, you got a better connection now, Poppy?
50 cow.
All right. Go ahead, Will.
Hey, that was a good call out about Cam.
I had forgotten about him.
Yeah, man.
He could be a very good rotational piece,
Hmm.
right? He could be a very good rotational piece. I'm not sure why Pat Jones didn't start. I I think maybe they're sitting Pat Jones because of health concerns and making sure that the sports science of it all, making sure that he's ready for week 1. And they're just
Right.
giving the young stud some rotation, or did Princely beat him out? I don't know. Guess we'll find out week
That's a good
1.
question. That's a good question. Yeah, I was because I was wondering because when I watched some of the replays of the game, I couldn't remember if I saw Pat Jones or if I saw Cam Jackson. That's why I asked you guys. But Desarian says Pat Jones was sick and that Dave Canales mentioned it. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
I
right.
missed that part. Maybe I missed that part in his press conference. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So can the Panthers pressure Trevor Lawrence and still protect against Brian Thomas Jr.? Is it what you think? Because Brian Thomas
Oh,
Jr. is the number one. Excuse me, is the number
no,
one
you good.
wide receiver.
Yeah. I think that with the addition of a pass rush, this secondary will be even better than it was last year. If you give Mike Jack and J.C. Horn, and now you got Devin Lloyd in the middle of the field, you give them guys enough time, man, they're gonna wreak havoc. So, and I don't recall how good Jacksonville's offensive line was. But I know since Trevor Lawrence was drafted there, they've been, putting not a lot of attention, but it's needed attention. So I think we can overwhelm their offensive line. And if we can get home with 4 guys, that I don't think Trevor Lawrence will be able to do too much on this secondary, to be honest with you.
Okay, Will, what you think?
Yeah, I think if I don't think that Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be so significant that they shouldn't be able to cover him. And who else they got back there? What's that? They got a short, speedy receiver, right? I forgot the guy's name.
So hold on one second. So King James said Washington is their number one wideout for Jacksonville, Tony. Well, I don't recall no one coming out saying that Parker Washington was the number one wide receiver. I believe, but Brian Thomas Jr. is still the number one wide receiver. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I like Parker Washington. And I think that's who you're talking about, Will, but I don't think I have seen anyone come out and mention and say definitively that he's the number one wide receiver over Brian Thomas Jr. now.
Right. But to the point that you were asking, I think this is a good tune-up test for our secondary. Can they stay connected and make sure, because we play that zone, making sure that people don't give up leverage and all that stuff, and making sure that the passes are being caught. The good thing about it is Aaron Duncan from Dunk on Demand is going to be there, so we'll at least get at least one fan member that has an active Twitter account to be able to share a different perspective other than the normal beat writers that are normally at our training camps.
Okay. Hey, Clay, shout out to Clay from the Rockstar Report. He said BTJ is still wide receiver 1. There's a rumor Parker Washington could take over, but we'll see. Hey, appreciate that information, Clay. I know you watching through CJ channel. Carolina Armchair GM CJ. If you would subscribe to my channel as well, just open up another browser. Anyone that hasn't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. It is, let me put it up on the screen so you can see it real quick. YouTube.com/@UO Sports Talk. All right. So that's YouTube.com/@UO Sports Talk. That's Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. And if you love the conversation, we've been here an hour and a half now. I have yet to see any type of love being donated to the PayPal. I greatly appreciate it if you would do so. I'm not going to drop the widget, drop the QR code up top, but I will drop it again for you in the chat. And there's also a pinned comment in the YouTube chat at the top that will take you to the PayPal link. All right. So you don't have to have PayPal. Open the link, pull out your trusty debit card, and just give a small donation. I greatly appreciate it. All right. I just seen the collection plate being passed around last night, and I just thought, maybe, there'll still be a little bit left over for my building fund, if you will.
Heard that, Tony.
So yeah. So just to let everyone know, the offering are open. You know what I'm saying? The offering is open. There is a bucket waiting for you at the foot of the pulpit. All right, amen. All right,
Amen.
Amen.
And the organist will be playing a rendition as we go ahead and begin the first hymn.
Hey, Tony. There's one
Exactly.
thing I wanted to mention too. I don't think we really talked
All right,
about
Clay.
this, but
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say and this is me making an assumption. I don't have no real clarity on this, but it seems like prior to us getting Devin Lloyd, Nick Scott was that, pretty much, I wouldn't say green dot, but he was that communicator for the secondary. You know what I'm saying? I think with Devin Lloyd being here, we can get away from. Oh, my bad. I got a call just now, but I think with Devin Lloyd being here, we can get away from having Nick Scott be that communicator and have Devin Lloyd be that communicator. And I think it'll be a little more traditional, and I think it'll benefit the defense as well. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's important to have Nick Scott communicating on the back end. That is not going to change. Devin Lloyd's communicating for the linebackers to the defensive line. Nick Scott is communicating from the safety to the corners. So their communication, is a little different. So yeah, I don't see that changing or stopping anytime soon, because typically that's what you see nowadays. Before, it used to be that the middle linebacker would just talk to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you want his eyes to stay forward, you know what I'm saying, let him communicate with who's beside him and what's in front of him, and let safety communicate to the guys that's beside him and in front of him, meaning the two outside corners.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what you think about that, Will? You think Devin Lloyd should be the one communicator in the back, or do you think we should leave it like it is? Will, you muted. Okay, maybe Will can't hear me. All right.
Well,
Zip, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear as day.
Okay. All right.
I'll say this real quick. Oh no, go ahead. Well, no, I was just gonna say real quick. The reason why I said that, Tony, was because I feel like we're trying to prepare for the days where, I think I see the Carolina Panthers, drafting players in positions where we have contracts out there, except for the guards on the offensive line. But I think we're trying to prepare for the days where we let a couple of these guys go. I think with us bringing in Zaki and Lathan Ransom, I think sooner or later we're gonna get up off of Nick Scott, and I don't think Trevon Moehrig is too far behind him. You know what I'm saying? Because within the next season or two, those two spots can be filled. With Lathan Ransom and Wheatley, and that's the reason why I said that, because I don't feel like. I know right now Nick Scott is very familiar with Evero's scheme. He's a teacher's pet. And I think that's mainly why I think that's mainly why he plays that role, because he understands that communication, whether it be from a fast pace, communicate from the sideline, or, an initial play call from Evero. Nick knows all of the language. So I think, at some point you got to prepare somebody to be that guy to take over that communication, whether it be, Wheatley, you try to coach up, Ransom, you try to coach up for the safeties in the corners, or if we go back to a traditional, like you were saying, where Devin Lloyd communicates to the whole defense. I do like the aspect of Devin Lloyd keeping his eyes forward though, and not having all of that responsibility out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like this year, next year, let him, find his niche on this defense. I don't think it's going to take him long. But from there, you tell him, hey, man, I plan on getting rid of my biggest communicator and Nick Scott, and I want you to take this role over. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm right there with you. When it comes to that Zaki Wheatley and Lathan Ransom is the future. I know this will be if I'm not mistaken, this will be Trayvon Moore's third year. Is that correct? Am I correct in that?
Yeah, I think this is his third year. Yeah, I think we picked him up in 20.
This will be his second year.
This is second year. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he has another year on the contract. Okay. So I know Nick Scott signed for 1 year, but all that being said, I still believe both of those guys are the future at the free safety and the strong safety position, and they're getting valuable reps and playing time right now, playing behind the starters, gaining information, gaining experience, all that, without rushing them in there and having them start from day one. Latham definitely got a lot of playing time last year, and hopefully he can build upon that this year. And we're starting to get a glimpse of what Zaki Wheatley will be able to do at the free safety spot. And honestly and truly, his communication may not be there as of yet, like a Nick Scott, but his playmaking ability has definitely been showing up on tape, and from all that we've heard, has been showing up in practice as well. But quick question: Desarian said, "Tony, what time does joint practice start?" I have no idea. Do anybody know when the joint practice start today?
I don't.
Okay, Zip, you know?
I don't. And an even better question is, are we already in Jacksonville? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We already down here?
Yeah. The joint practice is today.
Okay.
Yeah, they left for Jacksonville yesterday.
Okay. Because the game Friday, right?
Yeah, the game is Friday.
Heard that.
Yeah.
Heard that.
The game is
I
Friday.
might go out there, y'all. I got a coworker of mine. They PSL owners for the Jags, and dude was telling me if his wife don't want to go, he gonna find out today. If his wife don't want to go, he gonna give me 2 tickets. But even if not, I might just get me 2 tickets and go out there, man.
That's right, Zip. You in Jacksonville, right?
Yeah, I was at the game week 1 last year, bro.
Okay. Yeah, my mom's from Jacksonville. Yeah, West Side, right there from Moncrief, 30th and Moncrief. That was her area.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was looking like back then.
Reigns.
Oh, hey, Reigns is an excellent football team, bro. Excellent football team. Oh my God. Then it's been that way. I don't know if it was like that back, when she was living here, but Moncrief at this point, boy, I wouldn't say it's the hood, because it's a lot of, older folks with, they done settled down over there, but it go down over there.
Oh yeah, it was definitely hood. Ain't no sugarcoating it. Yeah. Moncrief is what it is.
yeah.
Hey, quick Fayetteville, North Carolina 26, which is my boy Vietnam. He said, what are y'all looking for out of these joint practices? Will, you go first on that one. What are you looking for out of these joint practices with Jacksonville today?
Well, from the offense, I want to see our starting guards be able to hold up.
Oh yeah.
That's number one.
They definitely need some work.
Number two, I want to see us to be able to run the ball. And number three, can we get a couple of shots with play action based off that? That's on the offense. On the defensive side of the ball, I want to see us get pressure with 4, as Tony, as you've been stating here on the on your kickoff show. Getting pressure with 4, that back end communicating, and Devin Lloyd, because I'm a Devin Lloyd super fan, at least one interception on somebody across the middle. That would make me happy. That would really make me happy. So
I agree.
that's what I'm looking for. I know I'm looking for a lot. If I get some of that, I'll be happy.
Shout out T Thompson 7609. He said, "Good morning, gentlemen. Just turned 31 years of age today. Happy birthday, T Thompson. Hey, 31. I wish I can go back 20 plus years and be 31 again. Part of my glory days. But hey,
man.
happy birthday to you, man.
Happy birthday, T Thompson.
Celebrate responsibly. All right, celebrate responsibly, but definitely enjoy your day.
Happy birthday, T Thompson, man. We brown about the same age, man. I'm telling you, dog. Let's turn up this weekend.
Boy, they say a lie don't care who tell it, as long as it get told, huh?
Hey, ow, hey, Tony, hey, Zip, I hit my knee in my truck just now for my body made me pay for it.
Hey, somebody trying to tell you stop lying, Will. Somebody
my goodness, dog.
Yeah. T Thompson said, "Oorah, leather neck."
Hoorah! There you go, man. Nothing wrong with it.
Yes, sir. Oh,
hey, y'all see
neck,
336?
dog.
336 says same age.
hey, my kid brother, man. That dude don't let me get away with nothing, dog. You don't let me get away with nothing.
336 don't let nobody get away with nothing, though, Will. You know
that. Man.
Hey, he don't let nothing slide. Him and Papa, man, is like freaking frat, dog. They don't let nothing slide.
They ain't gonna let nothing slide, man.
Trust me, man. But yeah, happy birthday to you, T Thompson, man.
Hey, hopefully you get some of that hate out your heart, T Thompson, for your birthday. Lighten up today. You know what I'm saying? Lighten up today, brother. Watch some Bryce Young highlights today, brother.
Oh, nah. See, now you done pissed them off now.
It's the man's birthday.
Here go SC. Here go SC, Will. Ain't William approaching 60 plus?
See what I'm saying? I'm not even close to the elevator for the 6th floor.
That's Red Swarm, SC. You got them mixed up. That's Red Swarm.
Lord, man. I'm on the 5th floor at least, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, what I forgot exactly what we were talking about.
Now, you were saying, what do we expect to see? What do you expect for us to see out of training camp?
Yeah. So what are you expecting to see, Gip? What would you like to see from the joint practice with the Jags today? And before you answer, let me bring up a prowling veteran, aka Nick Gaskins. What's good with you, my guy?
I'm good, man. Hey, listen, I need to get a better introduction to that. Hey, listen, I enjoyed Mr. Brassy Knuckles and all types of craziness that you used to say.
Oh, see how you do. I try to give him respect and not to be disrespectful today. I try to introduce him properly. I thought, okay, All right.
Hey,
All right,
listen, hey, it's all love, man. I'm not ain't no
Hey,
animosity for you. Because every time you did it, what did I do? Just laugh like
say less. You ain't got to tell me twice. Say less.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Yes,
Mr. Wife
sir.
down there. Mr. Wife down there. You know.
Yeah.
What up, Nick? What up, Nick?
What up? Good. What's good?
But
Hey,
go ahead, Zip.
what I'll say is I want to see obviously the offense move the ball against their defense. I don't know how good their I don't think their defense is going to be as good as it was last year with them losing Devin Lloyd, but definitely want to see some plays in the passing game against their defense. But I want to see this defensive line stop the run. They got some good running backs over there, 2 of them actually. I want to see them stop the run. That's what I want to see. I don't want us to get ran all over like we did last week. You know, that shit got to stop, man. 100%.
Yeah, I feel you. Nick Gaskins, what is it that you would like to see for the Panthers in this joint practice with the Jacksonville Jaguars today?
Physicality. I want to see some physicality. I want to see somebody getting punched in the mouth. Maybe a couple guys getting pancaked.
Okay,
that's what I want to see. I want to see the violence of it.
Now I'm about to say Nick chose violence today. All right, that's what. Hey, listen. Anything to get them boys ready for week 1, I want to see it. I want to see it on full display because regardless of who starts, regardless of who's out on the field, ain't no more excuses come week 1.
Nope.
It really isn't. You got to punch with whoever you got to punch with. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. That next man up, whoever is available for you to go to war, that's who you're gonna have to go to war with. That's just what it is. So
hey, man, why you talk about who's up, man? The list of injuries is getting ridiculous across the NFL.
Yeah, it really is.
It is
absolutely ridiculous.
It is. I saw somebody post the injury list for the 49ers, and I'm like, goodness gracious.
This is why I take everything for preseason as a grain of salt. I do want these guys out here practicing. I do want these guys out here, getting some reps in and all that kind of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the guys who are out here on the field during the preseason are the 90% of them are the guys who are at the last 3 people trying to get those last 3 slots on the roster. And those guys got more to lose than the guys who we outright know gonna make the roster. And that's my only thing about it is I understand.
Right. So Eternal says, what did he say? He said, I want to see high level play for the people who said preseason don't matter. Dan Morgan says different. He was disappointed with the performance. That's a.
Can I say something? Can I add to that?
Go ahead, Will.
I agree with Eternal, right?
Eternal said I stand with Dan.
So I agree with Eternal. However, with a caveat, when we say preseason don't matter, what we're meaning is what I meant was evaluation. So what Dan Morgan was probably, I should say probably, if I was Dan Morgan, the way I say preseason don't matter, I expected you, Chandler Zavala, not to get your ass whooped out there. As we're evaluating you, I expected better. It does matter. It matters as I'm evaluating you. And you mean to tell me I don't got depth in my guard play because Chandler Zavala is like goddamn going soft ice cream cones. He's soft served out there, man.
Hey, I'm with you when you're right.
And so yeah, I mean I'm doggone ripe. I'm Dan Morgan. We don't play that down in Carolina. We when we come up off the bus, walking into the stadium, they know that remember the Steve Smith era, even if we lose, somebody gonna get into a fight. Y'all will know we've been here. Y'all remember that?
I remember. I remember.
My dad said we might lose this game, but Steve Smith will snatch somebody's helmet off. At least I get to watch that. Okay, I'm sorry. But
you good. You good. But yeah, for me, when it comes to preseason, and I definitely understand where Nick is coming from. I definitely understand from the people who say that preseason is important. Preseason is important depending on who it is important to. Like I said, you have a lot of established veterans that know their job is not on the line. They gonna be on the team irregardless. For those guys, preseason don't matter as much as someone trying to make their first NFL team or been trying to make the team for the past 3 to 5 years, or been on like 4 or 5 different teams and finally trying to make a 53-man roster for the first time. Like those guys, your third, fourth stringers, your undrafted free agents, your rookies, tryout players, those guys, that's who it really means the most to when it far as comes to wins and losses. The coaches, just like Dave Canales have mentioned, it's an evaluation period for them guys. Preseason, during a training camp, they got 90 guys on their roster, and they got to try to get a look and evaluate all these guys as much as possible before they can determine who's going to be on their 53-man roster, who's going to be on the 16-man practice squad, who's possibly being cut from other teams that can fill holes, that we may have on our side, because there's going to be some roster movement. There's going to be some guys that look like they made the team within the first 24 or 48 hours, but then so-and-so gets cut or released from this team, and we say, oh, well, I think he's better than so-and-so that we got at this position, so let's waive or drop him and bring this guy in. It's going to happen. It happens every year. So I understand from a coaching standpoint, a front office standpoint, and I definitely understand Dan Morgan by being upset with the performance that the first team offense put out there against Buffalo. I definitely understand that. So all those things can be true at the same time, right? I don't think one outweighs the other. It just depends on who you asking and who you talking about. But at the end of the day, all these things can be true at the same time, in my opinion.
You hear that, 336? You hear that? Context matters.
Yeah, they don't know about that. They don't know about that
Dog
word context. They don't know.
You hear that, 336? Yeah. I'm calling you out. Doggone right, I'm calling you out, and I'm choosing you to go violent against, because I only got 5 minutes left for you to cuss me out in the chat.
Yeah, they don't know about context. Lunatics don't listen to context. They make their narrative based off of what they believe.
336, they said in sign language. Weird. He can't hear. That was a good one.
Hey, I love my dang tribe, boy. My tribe is official, dog. My tribe is official. I love my tribe. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh man, yeah. Hey Nick, let me ask you this question, because you wasn't here when I asked this question.
Yeah, what's up?
Can Derrick Brown control the middle of this defense by himself?
I mean, he gonna try his best, but at the end of the day, if you don't run at me every time and you run at the other y'all, there's a chance that the run defense don't get no better. I don't believe he can do it by himself. I do believe that he needs a running mate to at least give some push. So that's all. That I mean, yeah, I do. I understand what y'all saying. Can he control it by himself? We would love to think he could, but you can't have a cupcake beside you and a monster on the other side. Which side you gonna run at? I'm gonna run at the cupcake, right? I mean, that's just the only thing that makes sense.
Right.
All right.
Got
It just don't make no sense, man. I look, man. I am totally amiss with all this craziness talk of it's the end of the world for preseason. You actually don't realize this. People are mad because they're talking about us starting slow. We didn't do too much preseason in last year. I think Bryce and them got out there for maybe one play or two. I mean, not one play, one.
But like
one series or two series,
two or three series the whole preseason,
the whole preseason last year. So what people aren't paying attention to is that we're making an effort to try to get the slowness out right now.
Well, I told y'all this was gonna happen. If we went out against Buffalo and did not go down the field and score a touchdown or at least kick a field goal, if we weren't gonna be able to move the ball, I told y'all this was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Soon as the first three and out, I don't even care about the second or the third. That first three and out gave them every bit of ammunition they felt like they needed, and here we are.
Yeah, it's the end of the world scenario right now, man. And it's just I'm actually overhearing people talk about the end of the world scenarios right now. Let the world end before we talk about the world ending.
Hey, the roster needs to be blown up and reconstructed.
Yeah, that's what they at right roster.
Now. Oh no! We need a new quarterback. Is what I've been hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I've also heard
we need a new quarterback.
Yeah.
Hey, if I go on mute for a couple seconds, it's because I got to do this quick stand up.
Okay, he said,
Listen, what y'all laughing at? It's a quick stand up. I ain't gonna be on that long because I ain't got nothing to say. We did stand up like yesterday evening already.
I got you. Got you. So, I don't know. Did Nick say he was stepping away? Because I was gonna ask him one more question.
He said if he goes quiet,
Okay. All right. So the other question is, can Jaelan Phillips turn edge uncertainty into real disruption? We know what we witnessed a short sample size against Buffalo. Was that enough to make you believe that he could turn that edge uncertainty into real disruption?
I already believe before we started doing all this crying, talking about, he only got pressure. Yeah. I don't want to hear. You don't get pressure, you don't get sacks. I don't want to hear. Let's stop this. Stop this nonsense.
Hey, Broski Bear should feel attacked.
Yeah. Feel attacked.
He said pressures is empty calories.
Yeah. And without pressure, you don't get no sacks. So those empty calories don't even get full if you don't get pressure.
Right. Hey, Tony, I'm gonna have to drop off, sir. I gotta go earn this living.
All right. Well, we greatly appreciate you tapping in this morning, my guy. I'll hit you later.
Hey, please do, man. I gotta chop it up with you, brother.
Make sure you pass the collection plate on your way out. Yeah, I know what it looked like over there, Dale.
My man, I got you. All right.
And listen, and I ain't talking about through no super chat neither, man. Hit the PayPal link.
I knew what you were talking about. You ain't trying to pay that service tax. I got you. Yeah. Cause I hit my boy on Rockstar. I hit him up. Clay, that's my guy. I normally hit him up, and I got you on the back end today, man. I send my tithes and offerings.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna just send you a link to WhatsApp. So
you know what? Make it easy for me. You should make it. Please do. I'm not saying that to be funny. And then the last thing I would say, is this: please subscribe. This is a great channel. You know, Tony allows us to have nuance and conversations around things, and especially if you want to upset 336 and Eternal, because you know the hot take Louis do not like the fact that you can provide context around their crash out sessions. Okay, so enjoy, guys, and y'all take care. Y'all keep pounding now.
All right, man. Will, I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
All right. All right, Nick. So let's see.
Just give me a couple minutes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. So yeah. One thing I would like to hear, because I don't know if we're going to be able to see joint practice today, but some of the things I would like to hear, I would definitely like to hear that Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis participated. I would love to hear that the continuity in the offensive line looked better today than it did last week against Buffalo, because I believe that's very important going forward. Jacksonville will present different problems for the offense. They definitely have a complex pressure package. They can apply pressure, especially off the edge. They got a tackling machine at linebacker. I forgot the young man's name, but yeah, Jacksonville definitely has a complex defensive scheme that can apply pressure. They are attacking style defense, so I want to see and I want to hear how the offense fared against them today. Another thing that I want to see, now that Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt is back, will they be able to open up better running lanes for Jonathan Stewart and Trevor Achan and AJ Dillon? Because I know that right now Chuba Hubbard is still out with his hamstring. So I want to see what kind of running lanes will be available for these running backs. And I want to see that Friday too. I know Dave Canales has not stated exactly how much these guys were going to play. I know it was put out there that they're going to play a half. That information was nowhere that I could find or search yesterday for sure. So yeah, we know they're going to play Friday, but he has not said how much. But with those interior offensive guards being back and hopefully healthy going forward, I want to see what kind of work they get in today against Jacksonville in the passing and in the run game. Okay, that those are two things that I want to see. And again, I want to see Jonathan Brooks come away injury free. See what his recovery is going to be tomorrow, and make sure that he's going to be available for the game Friday. I think that's going to be very important as well going forward. And I want to see what the cornerbacks are going to do, what the secondary is going to do. They had a bad showing against Buffalo. Okay, where I talked about them being connected on the back end, there was no connection there. I know Nick Scott is supposed to be this, real good communicator on the back end. Seemed like there was some miscommunication on some coverages, which led to wide open pass plays being completed, on Buffalo's end. Chunk plays like 15 yards here, 19 yards here. I think DJ Moore had a 40-yard reception that was on that drag route where he was just wide open and turned it up, inviting contact, wanting to smoke with Corey Thornton, stuff like that. That's stuff that we can't have happen come week one, because Chicago would tear us up when it comes to that. You know, there's a mastermind over there named Ben Johnson that will attack your weakness all day and all night if you let them. All right. They got a quarterback that can scramble just as well as any other quarterback in the NFL. In Caleb Williams. So we have to be prepared for that. We have to make sure that we are connected on the back end to the front end. We got to make sure we stay gap sound. Okay. We need to be playing with leverage, the right leverage. I'm sorry. Stay disciplined, set the edge. Don't give Caleb Williams no escape room, you know. So yeah, there's a lot that we need to work on, that we need to get better at. I believe that we can and we will, but we need to see it. We need to see it rather sooner rather than later. All right. And I want to see our wide receivers have a better showing um against Jacksonville. We didn't really get to see it too much. Whether you want to blame it on the play calling, whether you want to say that the quarterback was, you know, at fault, or the wide receiver didn't run the right route, whatever the case may be, whatever your argument, whatever your stance is, I just want to see better play from everybody, especially offensively. The offense unit as a whole needs to play better. All right. They definitely need to play better. And I hope it starts in the joint practice today and carries over Friday in the game. All right.
Well, that was
Nick, you back?
That was a mouthful right there, boy. That was a mouthful.
I mean, well, that to me, that just goes to show what I believe, how bad they played.
Yeah. They played bad, man.
How bad they played against Buffalo.
Doubt. There's no doubt, man. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I get in a lot. I watch what these guys be in their comments, and some of their comments are just like disaster recovery comments. And I'm like, dude, it's preseason, man. Can we at least get into the part where it actually counts before we keep talking about it?
Hold that thought right there. Eternal 252 said Tet was wide open. He just didn't get thrown to. 336 did an excellent video breakdown of the plays. Well, I would like to be invited when y'all doing these when y'all breaking down these plays. Because I remember a play where, quote unquote, Rasheed Walker was throwing somebody out the club, and all it really was is he got beat across the face, and he entered into the throwing lane of Bryce. And on that play, yeah, Tet was wide open. He could throw the ball to Tet because of the disruption that the defensive end caused at that time.
They don't pay attention to that. They only pay attention to the fact they pay attention to one part of the
336
field.
Next time you do a film breakdown, hey, invite me. I would love to. Anybody that wants to do a film breakdown, I would love to do that. And let's make sure that we all are seeing the same thing. Let's make sure we all seeing the full picture. Okay. Yeah, I'll greatly appreciate that. Go ahead, Nick. What you were saying?
Listen, that is the exactly thing they don't look at the entirety of the field. They look at one part and they'll say, "Oh, Tet was open," but you can't look what's in front of Bryce. Bryce is not a giant. Y'all do know that, right? He is not a giant. So if you step in between where he can see where Tet was at, guess what he can't do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ain't gonna say guess what he can't do. Guess what he shouldn't do.
What's that?
Throw the ball blindly. You can't.
Right.
I understand what y'all saying. One play, okay, he would have got one more completion. Would that have changed the outcome? Would that have changed the outcome of that game? Yeah, and then you got this is what I cannot stand. This propaganda spreading. If you don't see it your way, you're right. And maybe you missed something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you missed
Okay.
something, man. Maybe you missed something, and it's okay because I ain't gonna lie to you, the offensive line was absolutely atrocious, and it ain't. And 336 said it earlier. If Zavala needs two outstanding players to be next to him for him to be average, then we know that he did not have that. We know. Listen, he had two brand
I'm
new.
laughing at 336. I can't, Tony. That will alter the narrative. Just kidding.
Listen, hey, listen. You tell somebody something 336, and they gonna believe it. These people, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. And I do mean this with all disrespect. The people of this age are extremely weak-minded, and they don't do their research to verify what somebody is saying. They'll just take it as instead of taking everything that somebody says to you as a grain of salt until you can provide some more context to it to understand what they were saying. You just say, "Oh yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said." And no disrespect to you, being this 336, but 336 said that, yeah, look at this. I broke this down and he was wide open. What about the rest of the field? What's going on the rest of the field? What are we looking at other than just Ted? What are we looking at?
Yeah, again, like I said, I would like to be invited, whenever with anybody. And that's not just only 336, anybody. Any of you gentlemen that breaking down film, let me know. I'm always available. I will make myself available. All right. Because I've offered for guys to come to Patreon. I would even make it free if they want to watch film. And not one person has taken me up on that offer as of yet. So that just further kind of just lets me know you don't really want to see what could possibly be the truth if it affects your narrative. And I get it. I understand it. But one thing I will do is offer anybody that's willing to be open-minded to see things maybe for what it is. You may be right. I may be right. We know we may be able to come to common ground. That's all well and good. But just to be out here spinning stuff and don't have the film behind it to back up what you're saying is kind of irresponsible. And Jay Hudge, you're right. You did join me and Will one time when we was watching Phil on Jonathan Brooks coming out of Texas, So yeah, Jay Hudge did join me and Will in Patreon where we broke down Jonathan Brooks and we watched that film, and I greatly appreciate it. We're gonna be doing more film breakdown, Jay Hudge, especially now that the regular season is about to start. I don't know what's going on with my NFL Plus account, but none of the videos have been able to come up so far in preseason. So I've sent them a couple emails trying to get that worked out so I can make sure that it's good
I
to
got
go.
something else to say too. 336. It was a first down if that play hadn't got called back for a penalty. What about that one? Oh, and then the Eternal. I don't use emotion to think about things. I use logic. I use evidence. I use anything other than emotional. Emotion gets you rode into a ditch.
Okay. Mr. Big Wall said, and that's the problem. His size is detriment a lot of times. I watch the film, and a lot of times he just simply doesn't see it, and it's because his size. All right, Mr.
we can't
Big
change
Wall.
that though. We can't change that though. That's some. He is what we have. His size, his height is not going because it ain't his size. His height. His height is not going to change, and it is not like quarterbacks who are only a little bit taller than him haven't been successful in the NFL. So let's.
So let me go ahead, Nick.
No, I was just saying let's just leave that part. Don't leave that part out.
Yeah.
There are examples of quarterbacks who are either a little bit taller or the same height having success in the NFL. There are clear examples. So at the end of the day, it's about putting the things. I ain't gonna say putting the things about. I think we have the weapons and stuff like that. It's about the offensive line. I feel like in my mind, being able to do their part to push the pocket in a form that he can see in between those throwing lanes. So I mean, I just want everybody to be, because what y'all gonna keep saying is height. Every quarterback in the NFL haven't been. Every good quarterback in the NFL haven't been giants.
Okay. So look, we've been here over 2 hours now, 2 hours and 15 minutes. To be almost exact. Nobody has shown love to the channel. I guess y'all don't enjoy good conversation, good debates, good energy and vibes that I bring to you each and every morning. If you do, again, I will post the QR code in the top right. You can scan that QR code, show your support for the show, show your support for the channel. There's also a pinned link in the YouTube chat. It's pinned at the top. You can click it. It's a PayPal link. You can go to that link, donate what your heart desires, whatever you feel like, that the morning kickoff has brought to you this morning, and you feel like it's been worth it to you, to donate a little something. Feel free to donate. I'll greatly appreciate it. It goes right back into the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're watching like most people are through Carolina Armchair GM CJ channel, open up a YouTube browser, okay, on your desktop, laptop, tablet, or your phone. Go to youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. Again, that's youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. And again, if you are watching through Carolina Armchair GM channel, you can send a super chat through his channel. All right. But I would greatly appreciate it, man. Show me some love this morning. All right. Show me some love this morning. All right. I see a couple people that told me they was gonna be here today. They MIA. They was passing
Who's gonna
off
be
and
here
played
today?
around last night on building the building fund. Now they can't be found. It's all
You trash.
it's all good. It's all
You
love.
trash. What cool
It's all
Kev?
good.
What
They
cool
know.
Kev
Oh
just
yeah.
said?
There you go.
What he just said?
He felt it. He said send it. He felt it. Yeah.
That's cool Kev. Why
Let
do
me
you like that,
let me
Cool
let
Kev?
me see what he did, because he definitely was one. He definitely was the main culprit.
I mean, well, look, Cool Kev been blessing people with hunt done.
Listen. Shout out, man. Listen, hold on. Let me see something real quick. Shout out. Well, damn. All these came through. Shout out to Nick Gaskins. Shout out to Kev, Cool Kev, and shout out to Shrimp Fried Rice 803 for blessing the PayPal. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, Cool Kev stepped in, and man, he showed mad love like he said he would last night. I greatly appreciate that, Cool Kev. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop a wrench on Cool Kev, because I know he gonna talk mad-ish. He don't really care whether it's the wrench. That ain't what he doing it for. He doing it for the love. Yo, me, Q, Kev, and Jermaine was cracking up on Freddie channel last night. Hey man, he showed Freddie mad love. If you haven't subscribed to the Ville Kids Show, please subscribe to the Ville Kids Show with young Freddie. We're trying to get up the funds to help him get a laptop so he can go further with his YouTube channel. Cool Kev stepped in and blessed him handsomely last night. So, hey man, shout out to Cool Kev. Mad respect for appreciate him for doing that. And I'm definitely going to make sure that young Freddie do what he said he was going to do. That's why I got on the panel last night and said what I said. Because when a blessing like that comes your way, you have to make sure you do what you're supposed to do with the blessing, because if not, it would mess up your blessings in the future. So I definitely appreciate that Cool Kev looking out for the young brother, and I hope he pays it back tenfold by doing what's right. All right. But yeah, appreciate you, SC and Nick, for showing me love. I greatly appreciate that, man. Greatly appreciate that.
We should.
So
hey, I'm pretty sure we took care of that $25 today.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure we took care of that.
Yeah. I'm still $25 short, but I ain't tripping though. I ain't.
You petty.
Hey, Ken, what you mean? Oh, he said I was waiting on the QR code. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it won't up there.
I got you.
It won't up there. Hey, look. And then he talking about something.
Yeah.
He said, "Look, you know how they say that saying goes.
Yeah.
A hit dog a holler." He said, "I hollered."
Right.
I hollered.
But yeah, cool, Kev. You are in the YouTube chat, so it is pinned at the top. If you didn't see it, because sometimes I know he be on he be watching through CJ channel, but through my channel, it is pinned at the top in the comments.
Nah,
all right.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
So I do appreciate it though. 3 said if I was a tall, I'd be in the NBA, Nick.
I mean, shit, you could be in the NBA as tall as you are if you good enough. What you talking about? Listen, I'm telling you right now. Listen. You tell Muggsy Bogues and them they was too short. You tell freaking what's the old boy that we used to play for Chicago? You tell him he was too short.
Yeah. Hey, Shrimp Lomain, I already done shouted you out one time, man. Somebody check your PayPal, Dragonfly Johnson.
Yeah, see y'all two just be doing too much.
Hey,
y'all too fools.
Me, Kevin, Jermaine was when I tell you we were wilding out last night. We were wilding out. We had our own little session in the chat last night. I don't even know what was going on in the panel half the time, but we was in the chat last night cracking up.
I ain't gonna say I had to leave last night because I was just tired of the negativity, man. I don't. Yeah. That and no shout out to y'all for y'all glass half empty type people. No shade to you, but I'm glass half full type person. So at the end of the day, I'm always optimistic. I don't look at the world for what could happen that is bad. I look at the world what could happen that is good, and then I prepare for myself for the things that could happen bad. So I don't do that. It really kind of I ain't even gonna lie to you. It gives me the icks when you a glass half empty type person. Yeah, it just give me the icks.
I feel you.
I'm just saying.
Oh, Desarian was on there last night. I think Lonnie was saying we're gonna go 0-6. I think it was 3-3-6. No, I think it was Poppin that was pretty much challenge him like give us the wins. You like all you doing is talking about the losses. Give us the wins. Tell us the wins you see. Man, he could not do it.
They don't be doing it.
He could not do it. He could not do it.
They be doing too much, bro. They be doing too much. You come up here and you be talking about, oh, we're gonna go 0-6. Can you explain to me why you're going off of last year? We're going off of last year, and I don't do the whole. That's why I try to tell people these power rankings that you are getting right now are probably the most. I don't even know how to put it. It's probably the information, the least giving you the least amount of information that you actually need to make an educated assumption of what we're gonna do. And that's because of the way
I get what you're saying.
It's because they're basing things off of last year, and you can't base things off of last year, really. They know this too. When you have a 40% turnover on every roster. Because the teams that were, yes, there are teams that are good every year, and because they got good coaching, good front office, and all that kind of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, to bet on that every year is diabolical, especially with the way that hey look, Tony, I pulled up this daggone injury list. right now, there's more than 30 people. There's more than 30 people on this injury list right now throughout the NFL. And there's and these aren't, look, George Kittle missing. They targeting week 1. Like,
I mean, listen, there's a lot of teams that are going through it right now.
Yeah.
That definitely has it worse than us. All right, that's a fact. But listen, I don't try to tell people how to be a fan. You know, you got some that's extreme to the left, extreme to the right. You know, whatever the case may be. My only thing is, and what I believe my purpose is by having this YouTube channel is to not trying to defend anybody. I just don't like it when people, one, tell lies on a particular player, regardless of who the player is. And when I know that you are saying something completely wrong and you trying to make it seem like it's right, then I have to call you out on that as well. And just have context. Whatever your ground is or whatever it is that you're standing on, make sure you standing on a firm foundation. Don't stand on something shaky that can crumble just because someone comes along and just blow the wind. You know what I'm saying? Stand firm in it. Stand firm in it and know why you're standing firm in it. So when it comes, just, you know, because we all know the talk is Bryce Young. Yes, Bryce Young has a weak arm. He doesn't have a strong arm. We've known that since day one. That's a given. All right. We know he's short, 5'10", 5'11",
and we know he ain't gonna get no taller.
we known that since day one. You know, one of the concerns that I had was, will he be able to take the physicality of the NFL? Will he be able to last? Well, he shut me up that first preseason because he got the shit beat out of him that first season, and he has survived and has been here ever since. You know, I mean, yeah, you know, every quarterback for every team is different. So to compare him to a Josh Allen or any other quarterback that's not like him, it's unfair. You know what I'm saying? It's not reasonable.
Yeah.
That's not a fair comparison.
You should be comparing him to,
it's like
quarterbacks that he at least fit his stature. You can't compare him to the Josh Allens, the like that. I did like, and then I want to address with you. I like, listen, I'm a realistic type of guy. 326. I'm not. Don't take me wrong way. I will never be negative like y'all. I will never ever be a negative person like y'all. Can't do it. It's not built into my DNA. And I am not that type of person. If you ever see me being a full-on negative person, you probably need to call and check on me. Because I just don't, I don't get like that. Like, I smile all day, every day. I don't even if the world is taking a piss on me, I don't
this young generation, Nick, they built differently. You know what I'm saying? They built differently. They handle life in a different manner. You can't tell them nothing. You know what I'm saying? They think they know everything. They only see things one way. I know this because my daughter is 31 years old, so I'm speaking from experience as a father, as someone that is that has a child that's part of this Gen X or whatever this is that's going on. Yeah. So I've experienced this. I deal with it every time I pick up the phone or answer the phone. When she calls, I call her. You know, so it is what it is. Nick, did he just add something? Okay. All right, Nick, you there? Excuse me, sir. What you mean this young generation, huh? Yeah, you know exactly what I mean, SC. You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah. Y'all, hey, them must be on some.
You young whippersnappers.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
And
Nick.
you know what? It ain't just that though, Tony. It's the propaganda of the spreading of the world that people's brains is rotted. You know, they should listen. Sometimes we need to goddamn. Some people need to purge their brains. The propaganda spread around this world right now has rotted people's brain to the brim, and they just need to go ahead and hit the reset button
Do something.
and reevaluate your way of thinking. Because this thing crazy. I be like, what the heck you talking about, bro? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
Shout out again to T. Thompson. Today is his birthday. He is 31 years old. I was not taking the shot at him, but my daughter is 31 years old. But T. Thompson just turned 31 years old today.
Happy birthday, young man. Happy birthday, young man.
I don't know why Poppin calling me.
Who calling you?
Yeah, Poppin. He know I'm live. I don't know why he called my phone. Yeah.
You want to spread?
Yeah. Yeah. See what I mean when I talk about the disrespect of the young generation? They don't have none. They don't have none.
Look, no, Tony, I ain't gonna let you pop older than me.
Who Poppin?
Yeah, pop in his 40s.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah.
That's why I told Papa earlier. I said, yeah, Papa, you look like you're about 70 years old. See, now I know what I was saying was for a reason. Okay. All right.
I thought Pop was one of them 30-year-olds, but he ain't. I thought so too.
Yeah. Okay. KJ DeGray said, I'm not sure what you mean, Tony. I'm 27 and my parents are in their 60s. I'm way wiser than my generation. Definitely don't think like them. Okay, KJ. Well, cool. See, KJ, the old saying is a hit dog will holler. Now, I ain't called nobody out by name. You ain't have to even tell me all that. You know what I'm saying? You could have just been like, you know what? He can't be talking about me, so I'm just going to be quiet. But no, KJ, you felt the need to explain yourself. So here we are. But I feel you. There are some 27. There are some younger people out there that are wise beyond their age. I give them that. But that is not the majority. That is a small minority. So if you fit in that small minority, kudos to you, my guy. Kudos to you.
Nick 336 talking about now. 332. What did Nick do now? He ain't like what I said.
Said something about you using numbers.
Yeah. I do use the numbers, but at the end of the day, I don't. So to biasly use numbers to only draw a negative conclusion, because that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You only draw a negative conclusion is literally not factual information. There are some negatives with how Bryce Young played last year, and there are some positives with how Bryce Young played last year. That's why I said he did okay last year. I never said that he was great. I never said any of this type of I just said he did okay last year, and he needed, and that hence why I have said I have stood on 10 toes down and
hold it down for me 1 minute, Nick. Hold it down for me.
That's why I've stood on the same way every time and said that he still needs to do some work. He need to do some work. I can say that, but two things can be true at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. Did he improve? Yes, he did. Does he still need to do work? Yes, he does. Those things are both true all at the same time. But what you would want me to believe is that, oh yeah, every quarterback is supposed to be doing this and be doing that. And like there are not 32 good quarterbacks in the NFL. Let's be 100% honest. Every team is still trying to get their quarterback until they find one that is really good. And we just in a stage right now where we don't have one which y'all would call really good. And I'm just gonna say that, hey, the kid needs to do some work and hopefully he can do it. And if he doesn't do it, then they'll replace him. I'm not gonna get bent out of shape over Bryce Young. That's what's wrong with this damn fan base now. People bent out of shape over Bryce Young. Come on now, get y'all lives together, man. Bryce Young is just is one piece in the mean machine. He ain't the entire machine. So at the end of the day, I do use numbers in my things, but I don't blindly look at numbers and draw one conclusion from those numbers. I look at the numbers and get the
Talk to
entire
him, Nick.
picture, and then I look at it and say, okay, what did he do good? What did he do bad? And then I want you to say this. One thing I don't do, what a lot of people will say is we need to get rid of his first year and stop thinking about. His first year is what his first year was. But there's also context in his first year that says that it wasn't completely his fault. There is context that says that. And I don't give two shits with it. Y'all gonna say, oh, he got Frank Wright fired. No, Frank Wright is a dinosaur. I said that when he got hired. I didn't like the hiring of Frank Wright from the get-go. I did not like the hiring of Frank Wright. I don't care what quarterback we would have gotten.
I thought that was gonna work. I did think it was gonna work.
He is an offensive guru. But he is guilty of trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. He is guilty of it. He is literally guilty of it. And
appreciate that, Native Kalu. He said that's why I come to this show every morning, Tony. Between you, Will, and Red and Nick, I'm getting wisdom. See, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody that is getting something from the morning show. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good football talk, conversation, a little wisdom, from us older folks. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
And then one thing that I didn't like is that he was hiring all of these superstars that are out to become head coaches and all that kind of stuff. And none of these superstars had the same mindset that he had. That was one thing I didn't like. These super roster of coaches and all that kind of stuff like that. Like that shit don't make no sense. You can't hire a bunch of type A personality coaches and expect them to be a B when you start speaking. I'm sorry, dude. That ain't how that works. And for lack of better context, you can't have a whole bunch of Chiefs in there. You need some Indians. You need some regular Indians in there. I'm no disrespect. for lack of better way to put that. That's it.
But NH officials said improve by a small amount. I agree with you. Listen, I don't know what anybody else has ever said, but yeah, it's a very small amount. Matter of fact, I used the word incremental. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's to the point. So incremental to me is he has taken baby steps. Is it as big as what people would like to see? No, it isn't. It isn't. Going into year 4, people feel like he should be further along than where he's at. I believe he should be further along than where he's at. But the fact of the matter is he's where he's at for a reason. So like people like to always point out and bring up, oh, Bryce Young got benched. You're absolutely correct. He got benched. He got benched for a reason. Why did he get benched? Because he looked like a shell of himself the first 2 games of his second season. He looked like a deer in headlights. Right. So now that he came back, where do you think that starting point should be? Should it be where you think he should be, or be where he currently is because he just came back from being benched? So when I say small increments, I'm talking about small increments that he has made being under Dave Canales. So let's not forget he's only been with him 2 years. He got benched his first year with Dave Canales because evidently Dave Canales wasn't happy with what he saw on the field, right? Reason why he got benched. And I believe the only reason he got back in the game when he did get back in the game is because Andy Dalton got hurt. I don't know if Bryce would have came back anymore his second year if Andy Dalton wouldn't have gotten into that accident or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is, he did come back. At the end of the day, he did come back. So, yeah, I think everybody's expectations for him is that he should be further along than what he is. What I will say, I don't see him going down like a lot of people, they choose to believe. I don't believe that his production has fallen off. So, yeah, NH official, I appreciate that. At least you have recognized that he improved by a small amount. And I agree with you that the small amount is, like I said, incremental, but it is some type of improvement. Something is better than nothing. I'll say it like that. Something is better than nothing. What up, Poppin'?
What's going on? What's going on?
That's good.
I don't know. I don't know what made you think we ended the live.
Oh no, I think it was on my end or something. I be out here in these sticks, so
Yeah.
something weird.
You be out there in the woods. That's you.
Yeah, I just drove past your old crib.
Ooh, old crib.
your old crib back in the sticks, your hometown.
What, Edison?
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
No, you might have go through. Hey, look, I'm from this. I'm from the woods. You ain't hurt my feelings.
No. I wasn't trying to. I was just playing on it. I'm in the country.
Hey,
you was in Edison.
336 said, talk to Nick about financing of AI, not football, if you want wisdom.
Wow.
Financing of AI.
Nick.
Hey, look.
Dang.
I do mean this with all disrespect. What I'm about to say, 336 is jealous that I'm smarter than he is.
Sound like an IQ test challenge. I want to see that.
I'm just messing with it, man. I'm just messing with him. Just messing with him.
So NH official said, Tony, is his improvement acceptable? I would say it's acceptable to me. I don't know about anybody else. I mean, I can't tell nobody else how they feel, but like I just said, I'd rather have a little of something than zero of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So whether you feel like the improvement is small, incremental, he has taken a giant step, or whatever the case may be, I just feel like a little improvement is better than no improvement. And that's my opinion. Howard says no, it ain't. So if you ask Howard, which we already know what Howard is going to say, there's no need to really even asking him. But he's going to say no. So there you have it. So everybody has their own opinion. We claim that we see the same things, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Go ahead, Nick. What you gonna say?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. Can it be? I'm gonna tell you right now. The quarterback position is a crapshoot. For one thing, quarterback position is a crapshoot, and I know that people bring in these extreme outliers. What we saw Jaden Daniels do and what we saw C.J. Stroud do in their first year, those are extreme outliers. Y'all do realize the last quarterback to play that well before C.J. Stroud did was Dan Marino. So y'all realize that this is extreme. What they did is great, but at the end of the day, it is not something that happens often. So, and people will be like, Cam played okay. I'm like, Cam played okay, but Cam didn't play to the level of what C.J. Stroud did in his first year. But just to point out what Tony said, I'd rather take an arrow that's pointing upwards than one that's pointing downwards. And if y'all don't realize that in a business model, the trajectory of your business matters. And the trajectory of C.J. Stroud's business currently is facing downward. And until he changes that, I'm not ready to. I wouldn't be ready to jump on that bandwagon.
I got a question for you, Tony.
Go ahead, Papa.
Do you have any concerns that this offensive line will be a detriment towards our win or lose column?
So if it play like it did,
Ooh,
absolutely.
that's a good question. That's a good question.
I play dumb,
Yeah,
Tony. I play dumb.
hold up, dog. Did you just ask me a question? You ain't give me
Yeah.
time to
No,
answer.
No, you didn't hear what I said there, man. You didn't hear what I said.
You said don't play dumb. I heard you.
No, I said I play dumb.
Oh, okay. Yes. I think there's a strong possibility that can happen. Like I've stated, one, we don't have any continuity built in the offensive line. You're talking about your starting left tackle, starting right tackle, and starting center has never played for this team, has never played in this offense, has never played with this scheme, had never played together. Then you have your two starting guards who are the quote unquote veterans of this offensive line. They are injury prone. One just coming back from injury. The other one has, like Damian Lewis has missed time in training camp all 3 years he's been here, right? So, and then you talk about the depth that's behind them. We talked about this earlier. What is the depth behind them in case they don't make it through a full season? Do we trust in Chandler Zavala and Brady Christensen going forward as the backup guards? I know I don't. I definitely don't. Right? So yeah, if we can't somehow, manage to stay healthy and be on the right side of this throughout the season, it can definitely throw a monkey wrench in the plan for this offense as a whole. And that's not only just in the passing game or protecting Bryce, but that's also in the running game, creating running lanes for Chuba Hubbard and Jonathan Brooks or whoever is back there toting the rock. Because like I've always said, and I keep saying it, your offensive line is going to determine how well you can potentially be on offense. I don't care about what kind of weapons you have on the outside or who's in the backfield. If your offensive line cannot block for you, you in for a rude awakening. So I hope that answers your question, Poppin.
It did.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I know
it's getting
joint
crazy.
practice is probably. Go ahead, Nick.
It's getting crazy, bro. They didn't see old boy talking about Alvin Kamara out.
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh
I'll get to
man,
it.
What happened to
I
Ajax?
get. Yeah, maybe Jay Live will bless us with his presence and tell us about how he feel Alvin Kamara being out with the MCL sprain out for a month. Maybe he'll let us know how he feels and how is that a detriment to the offense in New Orleans. He probably won't say that, but let's give him an opportunity to say how he really feel.
Jay Lies
Jay
don't know how to tell the truth, so I don't know why he even talking.
Yeah, I know he don't. I know, but I'm trying to give him an opportunity. I am an equal opportunity employer. So everybody deserves a fair shake.
You know why I call him Ajax?
One thing I know is not to trust no medic who don't keep no tourniquet and no band-aids in his kit. I do know that.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I want that. That ain't my medic. That ain't my medic right that way. I suck.
Nick, you know why I call him Alvin Ajax?
Yeah, I know.
Because he washed.
Yeah. Look, when he out there on the field, he still look good, but that mug just ain't never on the field.
Yeah, he look good standing there. Just stand there.
Let's see. Let's see. Nick Comeback Medic said drop the link. Okay. All right. Say less there. The link is right there, J Lies.
Yeah, come on, J
go
Lies.
ahead.
Come up here and tell us some lies.
Go ahead and bless us and then tell us how you feel about the New Orleans Saints right now. Yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about this last thing we was gonna talk about because we're probably gonna get out of here at some point here soon. He said no hyper. Listen, I don't know how to do this hyperlink. What is this hyperlink everybody talking about? I just dropped the link, dog. Everybody else don't have no problem clicking on the link. What's the hyperlink? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
With Joe Burrow. Hey, well, listen, here we go. Another quarterback who defies the X's and O's. Y'all do realize not every quarterback that comes into the NFL defies the X's and O's. Y'all do realize that, right? You can't compare a quarterback that defies the X's and O's to a quarterback that doesn't defy the X's and O's. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell. I gotta tell.
J Live said don't even know his own roster, bro.
J Live.
Listen, J Live. I just dropped the link. I don't know. Everybody else Everybody else has to have a problem clicking on the link. So now you talking about the hyperlink. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
J Lies. Here we go with these lies already. Hey, look. Even if you can't
click on it. Yes, you can. Can't you click on the link when I send the link?
It's only sometimes I don't know. It's something with StreamYard. Sometimes it comes as a hyperlink where you can click on. Other times you just got to copy and paste. But at the end of the day, your fingers do work and you can type.
You do know how to copy and paste, don't you? Was Jay Live in the Coast Guard? Is that where he was at? Coast Guard. You know, Coast Guard, they built a little different. Let me stop.
Yeah, he won't in the DOD. He won't in the DOD. He was in the daggone Department of Homeland Security.
There you go. Oh, he finally figured it out. He asked somebody in the office.
You know, it's all funny until y'all watch y'all motherfuckers play a game. It's all funny until y'all actually got to play a game.
see, here you go. Here you go.
Oh, Jaelan, what's going on, dog? Jaelan, what's going on, man?
You don't know.
Can y'all hear me?
No, but what I'll say is that the Saints is set up in that practice yesterday against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Breaking 20, 40-yard runs. Bro, we're set up for it. If one person goes out, we still got to estimate. We still got Kendre Miller, who's healthy and dogged the Cowboys yesterday. Which
I like both of them.
And we still got Devin Neal. Like, bro, those dudes dogs.
Yeah.
They younger.
Yeah.
The running back's really a young man's position. So is the album going out ideal? No. But we're set up and we got plenty of fucking firepower back there to weather the storm.
Okay. So NH official said y'all starting off 0-3. Who y'all first 3 games, J-Li?
It's the Lions, the Raiders, and I mean the Lions, the Ravens, and the Raiders.
Oh yeah, y'all losing all 3 of those. Y'all getting smashed
against the Raiders.
And you know
the Raiders.
Yeah. Well, the Raiders.
I said Ravens, not Raiders.
No, he said the Lions, the Ravens, and the Raiders. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're gonna
I'll give y'all 1 and 2.
I mean, 1 and 2.
I can understand that. I'm not even mad at you, Tony. Just going on from the outside looking in, you not being really a fan of the Saints. I can understand that opinion. It's wrong. You know what I mean?
To Lamar Jackson. Hey, look, you do realize that Lamar Jackson hardly ever loses to the NFC, right? Yeah, you do realize that, right?
I understand. I actually got that as an L.
So Jaelan, you forgot about Travis Etienne, right? You didn't even mention Travis Etienne.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, Travis Etienne hurt too?
No, he good. He was getting off against them
Okay.
Cowboys yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all. I mean, y'all got.
And look, and Shuck went 18 for 22. I don't know why y'all playing with us this year, because we're not playing with y'all, bro.
Well, hey, listen, quiet as kept. Y'all do have us right now pigeonhole. Y'all swept us last year. And ain't no way to sugarcoat that, run away from it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get our lick back this year. I feel confident in saying that. We're gonna get our lick back. You know, we know New Orleans. Huh?
Said, do you feel confident after what you saw?
Yeah.
That was actually put out there for the whole world to see.
Oh, man, it's a damn preseason game. Here we go with this again.
Bro, come on, bro. Not everybody. Look at the other teams that came out firing. Why can't y'all come out there firing? Stop making excuses.
But hold on,
y'all stand. This was the year, no excuse.
But let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it 100. You know, not every team that played in the preseason so far have just come out firing on all cylinders. Not
they
every
know that.
team.
They know that.
Yeah, and you also know now, like I said earlier, people have different versions of what they feel about preseason and whether it matters, right? You know, the coaches and the front office may feel a little different than what the fans may feel, or the starters that that's going to make the team, that's going to be, that's going to start for you, as opposed to guys that's trying to fight to make the team or even just make the practice squad. You know, there's a whole lot of things that's going on differently in the preseason. Everybody's playing, somewhat vanilla. Some people are being a little bit more conservative than others. And yes, that can bring about questions, what I'm saying, that cause people to use for speculation and, take it and run with it, however you want to say it. But listen, like Nick said, like people in the chat have said about preseason, all of that can be true. All that can be true. But I'm not, for me personally, I can't speak for nobody else. I'm not going to panic and jump out the window without no helmet on because we had a bad display against Buffalo. Did it look like shit? Absolutely, it looked like shit. Did not play well, in the 3 possessions that we had against Buffalo. It was horrible. I'm not making no excuses for it. But like I said, I'm not jumping out the car window neither without no helmet on. I'm not looking at it saying, oh, hell, there go the season because we couldn't move the ball for whatever reason. We couldn't move it. I'm not doing that.
But we also got to understand what you got to look. All right, I want to put everything in context, okay? Just look at what happened to the Panthers. You lost your starting left tackle. You lost your starting right tackle. You have a big ass question mark at running back. You just signed a new tight end, which is good because Bryce is going to need, with Bryce already being short on linemen to protect his ass. You try to have him with the safe keeps, like a good running game or a tight end. So I applaud y'all for picking up Waller. I like that pick. I actually, as a Saints fan,
I do too.
Yeah. But you still got a huge question mark at the running back position. And Bryce Young's gonna be running for his life. And then put the cherry on top of everything, that first place schedule is brutal. You're fighting for your life.
Hold on. I want to go back to something that you just said. Why do you think there's a huge question mark at running back? Why is that huge? Like Chuba Hubbard is not out for the season or nothing like that. It may be a week or two.
He's not.
Okay, so what is the big question mark at running back?
But just keep everything in perspective. He's still nursing the injury. Your number 2 back, who y'all been talking, Jonathan Brooks, he went out there and just laid the egg. You know you can't trust him.
He laid the egg.
And
Wow.
Hold on. This is in your life. Hold on, no.
Hold on, Nick. Hold on, Nick. Let him finish.
You heard Tony. Thank you, Tony.
Go.
Now,
Go ahead.
You gonna let him do these lies out here?
Yeah, hey,
look,
hey.
now look, Chuba,
Go ahead, Jaelan. Go ahead and get it
I
off.
would say that Chuba is a decent running back, but to have that as your number one running back when you got Bryce Young as a quarterback who barely stretches the field, who barely puts up big yards to carry his team downfield, who needs to rely on a good running game. Shout out Dabble. Y'all don't have that right now, bro. To put all that on Hubbard, I don't believe that's too much. That's too much. To have a banged up line, an okay running back, and a decent tight end that y'all just signed that's getting acclimated to your system, which means he probably won't.
He just decent, or is that your fandom because you hate
look at his age.
because you hate about what you hating on what's to come that you have to deal with.
You have to look at his age. Like I said, I respect Waller. Waller is a problem. He's a fucking problem, bro. If he still can reach that level of play. But he is an older Waller, and he's coming into a new system, so I really don't expect him to catch on to week 4 or 5. Really?
Is he really coming into a new system? Is he coming into a new system?
Hey, hold on 1 second. You can go, Nick. Damo, I see you back there. As soon as somebody drop off, I'm gonna bring you up, dog. But yeah, I see you back there. Go ahead, Nick.
Okay, I'm tired of this. This fool, he just openly admitted that the offensive line played like shit, and then he gonna say Jonathan Brooks laid the egg. If there's 3 or 4 dudes in the backfield, as soon as you get the ball, what usually happens? What usually happens?
I don't know.
You can't. Hey, look. I'm gonna tell you.
Jaelan, now you lying. Now you lying, Jaelan.
Running back.
What I'm saying is, bro, I'm not here to make excuses for your old line. I'm just telling you what I saw in the production.
But no. But it's not layer egg.
I'm not trying to get into what ifs and
it ain't no what if. I didn't say what if. I didn't say if. I'm just asking you. Let me ask you this: what is the number one way to stop Derrick Henry?
Wait, time out.
No, I'm not moving the goalposts. I'm just asking you. I'm not asking you because this will give you the same context of what was happening in that game. What's the number one way to stop Derrick Henry?
You got to get him before you get that burst of steam. You got to.
All right, and that's usually you hit him in the backfield, right? Correct. Right. That's what was happening to daggone Jonathan Brooks got the ball. Oh, there's 3 dudes looking at him. Oh shit, I'm getting tackled. Oh, yeah, that's literally what was happening. He's talking about he went out there and laid an egg like they was running. I can understand
this. It's hard to have a real conversation, a man-to-man conversation with y'all niggas.
It's not.
Hold on, Nick. Hold on, Nick. What you now? See now, Jaelan. That's where you going a little too far. Cause see this is where you contradicted yourself. First, you said the O-line played like shit. Well, if the O-line played like shit, what opportunities do you really honestly think that Jonathan Brooks had to run the ball? Because if you watch the 9 plays like we watched the 9 plays of the first team offense, there was no running lane for him to run the ball. He got a good running lane. One time he ran for like 4 or 5 yards, right?
It was 9 yards. It was 9 yards. It was 9 yards. Yeah, he ran 9 yards.
Okay, 9 yards. Okay. So other than that, if you was, paying attention, like you said, the offensive line played like shit. So if they playing like shit, they can't be possibly blocking for the run game, right? Or they can't definitely be pass blocking for the quarterback because that wouldn't make sense, right? If the O-line is playing like shit. So I'm trying to have a hard time, and I'm pretty sure Nick or anybody else is having a hard time when you say that Jonathan Brooks laid the egg, but the line in front of him played like shit. The math ain't mathing, my guy.
Hey, I'm gonna let Damo hop up.
Look at it like the line. It's the line fault.
Okay,
fine.
Nick. All right.
Because one thing I have noticed, bro, that it's always someone's fault, someone else's fault. Y'all never look at that individual and hold
Well,
them accountable.
you said it. You said it, Jaelan. You said, did nobody else say nothing about the offensive line play like
I
shit
said
but
your O
you?
line struggle, but does that
No,
mean
that
that
ain't
the
what
O
you.
line
That ain't
I
what you
said the O
said.
line? Look, the O line struggle. What I'm saying is, I'm not gonna put
Okay.
everything on O line. I think it's both their fault.
Right.
Can we say that?
No, you
I'm
can't.
not. I'm
Not
not.
when you
I'm
talk
not
about
gonna
the
just
O
sit up there
line.
and say that. Oh, it's Jonathan Brooks did everything he could fucking do, and the O line is just the O line. Now, if we gonna put it on somebody, come on. This is what y'all need help with: accountability. Make sure that they're both held accountable.
So the running back is dependent on the O line doing their job in order for him to do his job. It's not vice versa. It's not the other way around. The running back is dependent on the O line doing their job in order for him to do his job. Right? It is like I just said. It's not vice versa. So like if you said whether you said the O line struggle or the O line played like shit, let's just be real here and just say that the O line didn't do their job. Let's say the O line didn't do their job, which they didn't. They didn't do their job.
Know what I say to
Go
that,
ahead.
Tony? I don't have
Go
a
ahead.
time where I'm watching a football game, right? My running back is not getting anything done, right? You say he gets hurt, and we got this other young stud in the background. He comes in, and all of a sudden, the running game's moving. Now, before that, I kind of felt the way you felt. Damn, man, the O-line need to open up some holes. But then when this boy come up in there and start running and breaking runs, he's like, hold up, this the same O-line.
Okay, no, see right there, pause. Because that was not the same O-line. No, that was not the same O-line. The first team offensive line played 9 snaps. They went 3 and out 3 times. They played 9 total snaps. When they came off the field and Trevor Achane and AJ Dillon and them boys got the ball, that was a different O-line. So now you talking about that was the 2s versus 2s or the 3s versus 3s or what have you. But hold on, J Live. When it was the ones of Carolina going against the ones of Buffalo, it was 9 total plays. It was not the same O-line. But go ahead.
Okay.
But now he about to tell you that it was the same line, or he's still gonna say, well, it's still on the running back when the ball is snapped.
What I'm going to tell you is
before the running back get the ball, holes have to be open. Only sometimes, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, in zone runs can running back sometimes bounce out and do a little extra. You don't want your running back having to do that every play. That's not smart football. The O-line just has to play better, brother. The O-line just has to play better, brother. And you're going to see better play from the whole offense. That's a part of the game. Everybody got to take accountability, but it's on the offensive line to get it right.
Well, Jaelan, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. And in all honesty, I want you to be honest with me. If that was the New Orleans Saints, so let's just use a little empathy, right? Let's put ourselves in the shoes of others. If that was the New Orleans Saints and they in the first team offense looked just like that against whoever y'all played last week. Let's just say y'all was playing Buffalo and that was the New Orleans Saints offense and Travis Achane or whoever was in the backfield couldn't get anything going with the run game with the 9 snaps that they had. What would you have honestly said?
I probably would have said that the offense didn't get the job done, but I wouldn't just put it on the O-line. Like I said, y'all keep putting it on the O-line, and I think it's both of them.
But it starts, but Jaelan, what you fail to understand, it starts up front. Have you ever heard anybody use the football term? It starts in the trenches. It starts with the offensive line and the defensive line, right? You always work your way inside, and you always work your way inside out. That's the rule. That's
Tony,
the rule.
Why ever change running backs? Why not just always fix your O-line to get a better running game?
Say that again.
I said, then why even ever change a running back? You should, going by that logic, the way y'all trying to frame it, Since it's always on the O-line need to open up holes.
No,
Why not just
You know
invest
what? The
in a
O-line
good
ain't got to
running
open
back?
up holes. They can just not block. Hike the ball, just stand there. So people like you can learn football. If they don't do their job up front, everybody looks bad. Josh Allen got sacked when the O-line didn't block well for him. When they blocked well for him, they got yards to the gain on the run. They was able to work in their play action. He was able to throw downfield. Do you know why? Because they were blocking for him. It has to happen up front first as football. It is the trenches. It is trench warfare first. The best coaches in the league understand you got to build your team from the trenches outward. What's the point of drafting receivers every year if you don't got enough talent on the O-line? It just has to be a balance. We're not saying it's only on the O-line. We're just saying it starts with the O-line
take
first.
all that away from Jonathan Brooks. He should share some of the damn responsibility.
And they told you when he had a hole, how many yards did he get to the game on the run? They said about 9 yards.
A hole, bro.
So let's say if
you
he
gotta
had
make a
a
man
hole
miss, bro.
every time he ran, who's to say he wouldn't get 5 yards to the game every time?
That's
you don't know because the line wasn't.
Everybody needs to be held accountable, bro.
Hold
I get
on
what
one
you're
second.
saying. You gotta. Everybody's held accountable.
Hold on,
bro.
Damo. Damo, hold on.
The O-line, bro.
Hold on. Native Kalu just let me know that they already fighting at the joint practice. So I'm just gonna share this on the screen real quick. First play already. Already a scrum. I don't know who's in the middle of it.
Tony, beef in the streets.
Yeah, they got beef in the streets.
They trying to be like the Saints a little bit. That's great.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little squabble. Shout out to Dunk from in Unnecessary Bluntness who posted this video on his Twitter page. Shout out to Dunk. Yeah.
Squabble up. Squabble up.
That's what I'm talking about. They in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know how I am, Tony.
Them joint practices get chippy.
Hey, if a man get
sir.
touched, I'm all for y'all trying to break it up. But if a man get touched and it's two guys, and then another guy come in from the other team and push your guy, now we got to get violent. Now, if it's two people squabbling and everybody trying to break it up, you keep the peace. But let one person jump in. I need it. I need a squabble up to happen immediately. Like I seen one time, when Bryce rookie here, when he was getting knocked on his butt, the lineman was helping him up. It wasn't enough of they weren't aggressive at all. They were just letting teams beat up on Bryce. And
all right, Damo, I think you went out. All right. Hey, shout out NH official for the 199. I think that's Euro. Right there. I appreciate it, NH official. Thank you for the 199 Euro. Hey, you guys, let me know. Can y'all hear me? Uncle Gates, what's going on? Oh, J Live, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. You sound good.
Okay. All right. Want to make sure it wasn't my connection on my end. Poppin', what's going on, man?
He out of there, bro.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man. Yeah. Listen, I don't think our running back room is going to be a problem. I really don't. I don't think it's actually. I think our running back room has a little bit more depth and will probably be a little bit better this year than it was last year.
I'm here, Tony.
I don't. What do you say?
I think he said I'm here.
I'm here. I'll just handle some business real quick.
Oh, okay. All right.
About the running back?
Oh, about the running back room. Yeah. I don't think our running back room is gonna be as bad as you made it out to be. What you think? What you think about your boy Jordan Tyson? What y'all looking like at wide receiver? Because listen, I love Jordan Tyson, loved him. I remember when he messed up his leg at Colorado the year before Prime came. He chose to leave once Prime got there. Went to Arizona State, balled out. You know what I'm saying? But he is injury prone, and I think that was the major knock on him coming out of college. Was he going to be worth a first round pick because of the injury history? And now it looks like he's going to be out, or missed at least the first half of the season for you guys. So how you feel about y'all wide receiver room right now?
It's kind of like the same answer with the running backs. When you look at our draft, Tony, we picked up 3 wide receivers. That was it, and in my opinion, that was an insurance.
Yeah, y'all got Bryce Lane. I mean, yeah, y'all got Bryce Lance too from a North Dakota State, right?
Bryce Lance, and we have Damian Brown from LSU.
Yeah,
like Damian Brown.
He's a speedster. He's a speedster. He's not really known for his hands like that.
He also tied the record for the SEC. I mean, for this, SEC for kickoff returns. Like, if you get the boy the ball in space, he'll shake you up and make something work. And he's been shining more than Bryce Young. Damian Brown has actually been the camp darling. In
Bryce Young.
I'm sorry, Bryce Lance. He's been shining more than him. But
that boy got Bryce in his life.
I'm just saying, I got a lot of Bryces, man. I got bro. So basically, we built for it, bro. Tyson may be out, but they basically gonna work in Lance and Damian Brown in that position. They're both good at 2 different things. Lance is good at the deep ball, setting them up and then going deep. And Damian Brown, he could run. He can run more. He has like almost a complete route tree. It's definitely more than Lance. So you can just do more with Damian. So they're gonna work both of them in. Get a chance to see our rookies shine out there like they've been doing in practice and just like they did yesterday against Dallas.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. Saw that y'all had a squabble at practice with the Cowboys yesterday.
Yeah. Dallas on one, bro. I don't know if you saw that practice they had with the Rams, but they real disrespectful. And if you saw that on tape, bro, when you go down there, you already got in your head, nah, they ain't doing none of that shit to us. So I already knew it was gonna be an intense practice. And look, Dak was dotting up the defense. He had a decent day too. But Shuck had a better day. Yeah, Shuck he was over 80% completion. He was like 18 for 22. 3 tutties. He had one interception. I think it was on the wide receiver though, because the ball was way off. Like the wide receiver didn't do something. But
so Vashtar from Carolina Blend said the offense is finding success running to the right side. AJ Dillon trucks a defender, and Achane rushes for a TD in the red zone 1v1 versus ones. All right. Shout out to the run game that Jay Lies said was basically non-existent for the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, Jay Lies. Shut your ass up.
They just ran, bro. They scored the touchdown. Remember, like you said, it's preseason. You're not going as hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. And listen, we've been in here over 3. Hold on, Jaelan. Hold on, Doc. Hey, we've been in here for over 3 hours now. If you're enjoying the content, enjoying the vibes, the debate, the energy and everything that the morning kickoff is brought to you this morning, show love. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to put the QR code up here at the top right. You can scan that QR code, support the show a little love. All right. There's also a PayPal link that is pinned in the YouTube chat at the top. You can also click that link as well. If you have not subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, if you are currently watching through Carolina Armchair GM CJ channel, open up another browser on your desktop, your laptop, your tablet, or your phone, and go to youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. Okay, that's youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. Subscribe, turn the post notification bell, select all. That way you'll be made aware when I go live. That is Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. All right. Just trying to bring good debates, facts first, the right context, and then we can all form our own opinion. That's how it should be. And that's what I'm trying to do each and every day, 5 days a week. So yeah, whether you're going to work or from work, dropping the kids off at school, at Pilates in the gym, maybe sitting in Starbucks, drinking a latte or whatever the case may be. If you're a truck driver, you're on the road, you ain't really got time to watch it on the screen. Tap into the morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion each and every morning. I will be right here for your listening ear. All right. Go ahead, Jay Lau. You about to say something?
Oh shit, I don't forgot now, Tony.
Well, I'll jump in real quick. I think if I was the Saints, I'll sit that boy. I'll sit that boy Tyson for the whole year. Let him get 100% healthy.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, once they come out of college, and especially if they got little nicks on them, then they try to go to the combine and work out, try to get their speed up. Then they get thrown right into, training camp and OTAs and all this other stuff. They never really get fully healthy, and then they get banged up before the season even gets started. If they really cherish the guy, the smart thing is, not be too horny about getting him on the field, let the guy get fully healthy. He's had several injuries. I mean, if you really believe in him, what you got to lose? Jaelan said they got all this other talent on there.
Yeah.
Let them step up to the plate until Tyson is ready.
But you know what, Poppin? Does that not sound like the same thing I said about Jonathan Brooks?
Well, you weren't the
I
only
swear,
one.
for like verbatim the same thing I try to tell our fan base about Jonathan Brooks. Oh no, they say he running. He running, so he gonna be ready for training camp. Dog, he just tore his ACL in like November, December. He is not gonna be ready for the season. Listen, dog. He is not gonna be ready for the season. If he's gonna be the back that y'all say or believe that he's gonna be, why do we need to rush him? We don't need to rush him. Here we are, 2.5 years later.
Yeah, same thing. So
yeah.
There's a lot of blame around when the organization on that. So that's why I had to tell what I'm saying, the South,
Hey,
the New
it's
Orleans Saints,
it's crazy you
what's
said
going
that because
on.
I actually thought that to myself yesterday, bro. I was said, damn, should we just sit this dude for a year and let him
Sit
heal?
him.
Because
That's what
because I
that's what
know
they
that
should
if
do.
he does come back, it probably won't be until like week 7, 8. Seriously, I know they're not gonna try to rush him. So I don't know, bro. The dude is starting to look fragile, and that's just keeping it a buck.
Let's say this. I'm not wishing this upon you, but let's say y'all ain't won shit and it's week 8. What's the point of bringing them in?
Yeah, but I'm pretty
Like
sure it's not
seriously,
gonna go that route, bro.
we don't.
Look,
But I'm just. But hold on. Jaelan, what I'm saying is, I'm putting you in a hypothetical situation. I know that, but what I'm saying is, it's always a possibility. No matter how much we don't want to lose, things happen, right? So you can think about the good stuff, but you also got to think, okay, what's the outside thought of what if it don't go right? Should we rush our golden goose to come out here for a meaningless season? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that that's gonna happen to y'all. I'm just saying, like, you got to look on both sides of the fence.
Nah, and look, I'll entertain you in that situation.
I like
I
being
mean,
entertained.
if there's nothing to play for, I don't think they will. Like I said, bro, like they're trying their best. They're trying their best to handle this dude with kid gloves, bro. And I'm not mad at him for doing anything. I'm not mad at him for playing because, bro, we didn't allow this dude to do anything. We just had the trainers working on his ass. We worked him in slow. Then let him do 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s. Worked him into 7-on-7s. Worked him into 11-on-11s. You know what I mean? And look, shit happens. But what I would say is that they said it is the same leg, but it's a different part. It's a different I think
That
it's
whole
more
leg,
up.
that whole leg needs to be.
It's upper hamstring.
It is because so
it
if
don't
you hurt one
it
part
don't
of your
hurt the
leg,
same
right?
spot. You heard me?
I get it, but what happens is you start overworking muscles, then are being
You breaking up,
but you're
Poppin'.
not fully.
You breaking up real bad.
How about now?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I hear you now.
My check.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we
what
hear you
happens
now.
is when you're injured, right? You might injure one muscle, but when you're trying to get back healthy, a lot of times athletes end up hurting another muscle because they're putting so much pressure and you overworking a whole different type of muscle because you're not fully truly healthy. You know what I'm saying? So you're overworking a muscle that doesn't have the support that it's supposed to have. So even you agree, a little bit what I was saying. The mere fact of is like what we rushing him on for? Like, he's here. He's y'all. Y'all got him for the next 4 years. Get him fully healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because you said I even thought about that. That means it's a
Yeah.
possibility.
But not.
that,
But
that
I thought about should he even play this year, or should we just nurse his ass back? You know what I'm
not
saying? So,
for what?
but he's gonna play, bro. He's gonna play. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think we can get away around that because it's a hamstring. You give him about 2 months, 2.5 months off. I mean, the guy's gonna play. And,
Okay.
and I definitely think we're gonna have something to play for because I always go back to those 3 games that's different from our schedules is huge. You know what I mean? And I think that's gonna play a huge part on who wins this division. Our schedule. Look, we got a last place schedule, bro.
Well, they put him out there, J-Live. I'm blaming you. And if he get hurt, I'm blaming you. So we see that.
Yeah, he gotta play, bro. He's a first
They
round
don't
pick.
care. See, you see that? They don't care. You get him out
They
there.
gotta play, bro.
They don't
Shit.
care.
It's throwing the baby out with the bathwater, huh?
Like I
That's what
said,
y'all
we gonna
do,
give
huh?
him ample time plus a little bit more, to help. But shit, you gotta get out there and earn that money, man. You gotta earn a living, man. Sorry.
I feel you. I hear you. I hear you,
That's sports,
Jaelan.
bro.
Well, listen.
Yeah, because if he healthy, you ain't gonna just let him sit there on the sideline, bro. You're not.
Well, listen, fellas. Hey, listen. Anyone got anything else before we get up out of here?
No, just appreciate you letting me come on, Tony. And as always, bro, love your morning show, bro.
Hey, appreciate you for supporting, man, coming on. Don't forget, I just dropped the link in the chat for the building fund. I just got the door and the doorknob. I need to put some hinges on it now. So yeah, if y'all want to contribute, the link is in the chat. Support the show. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that donated and supported the show. Today, Cool Kev, SC Lomain, who else was on it? I think Nick Gaskins for showing support. I greatly appreciate it. All right. And NH official for his super chat as well. All right. And so listen, like I said, the things are going to start ramping up over on my Patreon. So you want the deeper film room and roster building conversation, join the Patreon community. We always start with the debate, and the members get the next layer. All right. So get ready to get up out of here. Carolina cannot replace 2 starting tackles with 1 adjustment. Walker and Freeling have to execute. Hunt and Lewis can firm up the interior. Fortner has to connect the communication, and Brad Idzik has to help without taking every dangerous option away from Bryce Young. The joint practice will not give Carolina a final answer. It will give us better evidence. Can the replacement tackle survive isolated reps? Can the line communicate through movement? Can the offense stay aggressive while protecting Bryce? That is the standard personnel, communication, and structure working together. All right. So again, if you enjoyed the conversation, hit the like button on your way out. I would greatly appreciate it. subscribe to Unbiased Opinion. All right. That's youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. I would greatly appreciate that. And don't forget, you also can share this with another Panther fan, family and friends, or even a coworker. All right. Keep the debate respectful. Keep the football facts first. And always, Panther Nation, keep pounding.